looked at more from her teammates down low, because often she has that mismatch on her opponents.
The second free throw is good. Coburn moves to 3 points, and Melbourne University lead 21-14. 2.5 minutes left here. Mackenzie matched up against Coburn. That seems to be the matchup that will be a key one in this game. Falcons go over the pick and roll, looking for Mackenzie again.
That's good pick and roll defense there, and a better shot there from Fud Uni, number 8.
Yeah, Keely Phillips, hitting from downtown, cuts the lead to just 4. But if you're Melbourne Uni, you're probably happy to live with making sure Mackenzie doesn't get the ball and get into a rhythm.
Yeah, but I think in order for that to happen is not only the bigs' jobs, but the guards on the perimeter need to guard their players better so they can't get the ball so easily in. Oof. Layla showing she can do it all.
Yeah, the nice nifty footwork to slip past the defender, roll the ball up the right-hand side of the hoop, and the lead is back up to 6.
I think Layla's only missed 1 shot this quarter.
Mackenzie going up against Davis. The flopping warning given.
Ooh.
Big contact, but flopping warning being called. Zadelnik.
That is a tough shot there.
Scoops it round. It's a great defense of Coburn. Staying tall, but the attacker was just too good on that one. Flopping warning being communicated to Melbourne University, and I'm not sure they entirely agree with it.
A bit of a soft one. They don't have to call the offensive foul, but when a bigger body hits you, you can't often help but fall backwards. It's just kind of how gravity works. Oh.
And Amirov can't get the 3 to go. Coburn fighting for the rebound, but McEwen comes up with it.
Melbourne Uni working hard in D-Trans. This is an improvement.
A raft of changes for Falcons. Thompson can't get the layup to go. We've got Francisco into the game for the first time. Mackenzie's taking a breather. The offhand, the off-foot right-hand layup from Edwards there, which flipped up and over the defender, up to 25 points, Melbourne University. The backdoor cut into the corner 3, contested, too long. Yanamirov comes up with it. We've got 40 seconds left in the first quarter here.
Say you want it in either Layla Davis's hands or Mira Coburn's hands. Or Ariel Edwards, as it seems.
Wow, three scoring threats out there. The lovely flip floater. Edwards up to 6 points. And the lead's up to 8.
Strong defense there from Yana Sanamarov.
The 3 goes up. Too long, but the offensive rebound just kept in.
Bree Klein was probably a little bit late on that 3. Lucky that they're getting the ball back here. Got 8.3 seconds. Time for 1 good shot if they're organised.
Edwards or Davis, who's taking it? Looks like Davis trying to get the quick post up. Turns it over. Thompson eventually decides to take the 3. Nearly gets it to go. Looked like she was about to just let time dribble out before she realised she just had a fraction of a second longer at the end of the first quarter. Melbourne University 27, Federation University 19.
I don't think Keith Nowak will be very happy with that last play. I think there wasn't good clock awareness from all 5 on court, and it's common knowledge usually that you get a high screen and the rest of you flatten out, but right there they missed an opportunity, but they're lucky that they're in front, and it's hopefully won't come back to bite them. I don't want to jinx them, but...
From a Melbourne University standpoint, Finn, anything you would change defensively? How would you react to the threats that Mackenzie and Zadelnik are providing at the moment?
I think our bigs can handle them, but if they wanted to change something right now, I would say maybe a full front, because I don't think the guards are good enough to pass over the top, and they also, the likes of Layla Davis with her length, but also Mira Coburn, Rachel Smith, are very hard to throw the ball over the top of. So if the girls can get a front, then I think it will be a lot harder for Mackenzie to get the ball. But I also, like I said before, think the guards need to apply more pressure on the perimeter to stop an easy pass going in.
And then from a Federation Falcons point of view, they've let Layla Davis go for 14 points just in the first quarter alone, and Edwards looked like she was starting to get going at the end. What adjustments do you expect to see from the Falcons to counteract that guard play?
I'd suggest that maybe a smaller player will pick up Layla to be able to stay with her on the perimeter. And by smaller, I just mean not one of their bigs like Mackenzie or I'm not sure what the other number is, but one of the other girls. And I think they'll just be looking to play off a little. Obviously, they don't want to allow too many threes. The girls have shown they can knock it down, but even if they just switch most screens, I think they should be sorted in terms of height, and they should force the girls to have to look for threes rather than be able to get it inside. And you usually can't shoot threes consistently over 4 quarters, so you'd never want to be relying on that aspect of the game, and I think Fed Uni will be counting on that from Melbourne Uni. And I think if they push them that way, then they'll be in good chance.
Layla Davis leading all scorers with 14 points. She's only scored 18 in the whole UBL before this game. Hit 3 threes in a row and had only hit 2 in the first few games. So she's off to a strong start. And we'll see how Federation react to that. The Falcons will start with the ball here in the second quarter. Goes into the Thompson, looking in the high post. Ooh. Big block from Coburn.
She says no.
Stuff straight out of bounds. Barely even a chance for Thompson to release the ball. Ooh. The backdoor cut from McEwen. Eventually finds the shooter.
Strong rebound there by Rachel Smith.
Good again in amongst the trees. Tough pass in transition. They get away with it. And it still ends up in Melbourne University's ball, but scrappy play from both teams there.
Well, that's a great pass in by Stanimarov. Yeah. And a great finish there by Mira Coburn.
Big, deep seal for Mira Coburn.
It's an excellent look by Stanimarov. That's what Melbourne Uni need to do, because Mira does have a huge mismatch down there.
It's up to 5 points personal. She gets the rebound. Comes in. There's going to be a jump ball, almost a steal. And like you said earlier, Fina, just making sure that you hit the post players when they need it.
Making sure you look there first. Hayley Cumming did a great job there of setting up that play and getting everyone organised.
Faith McKenzie checks back into the game for the Falcons. To run the same play again. Coburn circles round to the post. The 3 goes up from Stanimarov. No good. Rebounded by McEwen.
That shot may have been a little early for Keith Nowak's liking, but Yana can knock it down, so if the shot's there, she should definitely take it.
Thompson's 3 falls short. It's going to be Melbourne ball.
That was a win for Fed Uni down the other end with forcing Stanimarov into a 3. That's the type of shots they'll allow from Melbourne Uni.
Defender hits the deck. McKenzie goes down. Davis continues. Stanimarov cuts towards the hoop. Davis thought she was going to stay spotting up for the 3. Turnover at Melbourne Uni, and it'll be Falcons ball. Couple of subs for the Falcons.
Melbourne Uni have gone into a zone here, hoping to probably clog up the key and stop that high post action.
Mackenzie seems to have moved out of the high post into a perimeter roll with McEwen at the high post. Ball reaches down low. Coburn goes for the block, doesn't get it. She gets the body though. And the Falcons are going to head to the line. The downside of being such a prolific shot blocker, you gamble on the fouls.
I know Mira did legs right before this, so her hops might not be as high as they would have been if she hadn't, but I'm sure she'll get the next one.
The referee just correcting the shooter there. Got the wrong line.
It's usually what we rely on here at Melbourne Uni, but the ref's on it today.
Noblet knocks down both. It's an 8-point deficit now. Coming with the ball. Directing traffic. Sending Mira to the high post. She just takes it all the way herself.
It's a very strong drive there by Hayley Cumming.
The little...
Must be nice to have that speed and length there.
Most of us only blessed with one, right? Good change of pace Just as she turned the corner at the elbow. Melbourne University in that zone. Bad pass.
Layla comes away with the ball. What could she come up with here?
Finds
Dish
Stanamirov.
to the three-point line.
In
and
transition, like
Jana
you said.
makes it.
Time
Third
out.
time's the charm, as they say.
A big shot in transition. Extends the lead to 13. Timeout Falcons. And like you said, Fina, Stanamirov can hit that shot. Missed everything on the last one, but made sure to make amends there.
Yeah, that's what good shooters do.
The zone seems to have paid off a little bit there for Melbourne University in terms of
Definitely.
disrupting the Falcons' momentum.
100%. I don't think the Falcons really had a strong sense of what to counter that zone with, and having Mira be front and centre down low stops any bigs from cutting into that prime spot where they can get an easy shot off or draw the foul. And they did get it once on the baseline, but ultimately the girls are doing a pretty good job of taking up space and forcing tough shots from outside.
Yeah, Coburn's timing on the defensive end when she's trying to get those blocks, staying straight up vertical and just after the release pinning it at the top. It's a bit like a referee's dream there, making sure they don't normally have to call it. She's fourth in the UBL in blocks. She's got 7 so far, and she's added 1 to that today.
I think those 7 was in one game.
Protecting the paint, going the other way. They're just starting to find their rhythm a little bit, Melbourne Uni, in terms of looking for Coburn down low, moving it around on the perimeter, playing a bit of an inside and an outside game.
Yeah, I think Hayley Cummings doing a really good job from the point, and being a threat herself also enables her teammates to get free, so they can't counter out, and she knows how to take the ball to the rack when she is open.
Well, Zdelnik will bring the ball up for the Falcons. As they look to climb back into the lead. Getting out on the ball, got to get it. Zdelnik kicks it out to the corner. 3 just misses, tipped back out by Zdelnik. McKenzie crosses over. Cumming hits the deck, the floater doesn't go.
It's not a highlight Hayley we want to see again.
Coburn eventually comes up with the ball. Luckily it didn't go in the hoop, otherwise that would have been on Instagram. Finds Smith on the cut. Swipe comes down. Smith will head to the line for 2.
She'll be upset with herself for not making that shot, but at least she's heading to the line, and she drew the foul, so she can get a chance at getting 2 points.
It's good aggressive rim running from the bigs to make sure they're just sealing down low.
And running the floor too, so if Layla's pushing the ball, it's always important that you have someone else running with her, and that's what Rachel did there. So she's been rewarded here with these 2 free throws.
And it's always good to reward the forwards when they sprint the floor. It's a lot of hard work for us, so we need to make sure that we're being rewarded.
Oh, I'm sure it's hard work for you, Gunners.
McKenzie drives down low.
Oh.
The athletic pass back in from nearly out of bounds. McKenzie wheels to the middle. Can't get it to go, but it's going to remain the Falcons' ball. Seems that most of McKenzie's post moves rolling onto that right-hand shot. Noblet's got it. McKenzie looks for the ball down low, doesn't go. Terry skips it across to the far side. So Danik puts up the 3.
Melbourne Uni have done a good job of, despite being in a zone, finding players to box out on the rebound. So that right there, Victoria Poulos could get a look there. Layla Davis pulls the trigger for another 3.
Rebound. Everyone missed time their jump there, but eventually the Falcons come up with the ball. McKenzie coming down in transition. Looks for the shooter. Noblet puts the ball on the floor, spins back to the middle. Good recovery from Melbourne Uni. Just finds the pass inside. Coburn goes for the swipe.
That's Mira's 3rd foul there, so not what Melbourne Uni are after, but she probably bailed out there. If she'd kept her hands up, that would have been a really tough shot for number 5.
Kewen will head to the line for 2. So Coburn comes out of the game and Ariel Edwards will check back in for Melbourne University. Terry checks out for the Falcons.
The pressure's going to be on Rachel Smith now to stop McKenzie and be that plugger in the middle of the zone, as Layla wants to be careful in that matchup. She's already been called for 1 flopping warning. Another one will result in a tech.
4 big guards out there for Melbourne Uni.
Best kind of guards.
As the Falcons coach yells, shooter Simon Nicholson knows it just goes short from Davis. McEwen in transition finds Zdelnik in the corner. Augustine gets the rebound, finds Noblet. Falcons look to settle down.
Well, not the player you want to leave free.
Good timely cut from McKenzie, and after the offensive rebound, Melbourne Uni struggling to match up again in that zone. Cumming just looks to settle things down. Double screen up top. Goes around to the right hand. Too long. Smith comes up with the rebound. Again, just over the top. And there's going to be a jump ball. It's coming, McKenzie fight for it. Struggling to see the arrow from over here, but it's going to be a Falcons ball.
Scoring is slowed down for Melbourne Uni here, and they're going to want to make sure that they get a good look the next time down the court.
Going for the steal. Good at Zadelnik. Looks for McKenzie. Good covering defense.
The refs are really calling any hands fouls here, so the girls just want to... They're quite a tall, like you said, big guards, group of girls. They need to use their length and their bodies to just protect the space, and they don't need to reach in like that.
Smith called for her second. Zadelnik hits the three. And it takes the deficit back down to 9. Melbourne just can't quite get their foot on the gas for long enough to build one of those leads that really makes you think about it as a coach.
Layla Davis tries the rondo move there.
Nails
it.
In.
Rondo who?
Practice paying off for Layla Davis. She's up to 16 points. Takes the contact, finishes over the top. Poulos is scored for the hand checking. And that is the 4th team foul. We're just over halfway through the second quarter, so that aggression from Melbourne Uni. They need to be careful now. Next time they foul, it's going to be free throws. Kenzie gets out to Augustine with the shot. Doesn't touch anything, and the ball eventually goes Melbourne's way on the rebound. The momentum really stopping for both teams here.
Get a good one, says Keith Nowak, and I agree with him.
And the referees have really tightened things up in terms of the officiating.
At least they're consistent at both ends of the floor there. Haley was looking at like, hello, you going to call it down one end? Call it this end too. Oh, interesting call here by Keith Nowak. He's putting Mira Coburn back on the court with her 3 fouls. Oh, 2, apparently.
Yeah, I think she got away with one, but Edwards with another flip shot.
That's her 7th point, I believe.
Noblet spins round. Again, the vertical block from Smith. So one of the new defensive arts, staying up nice and tall and vertical.
Oh,
reverse layup.
Great take there by Haley Cumming.
Again, just playing on that previous play. Go baseline, get fouled. Next play, go baseline. They don't want to foul you. Really smart play from Haley Cumming. And the lead is back up to 15, and Melbourne Uni starting to feel a little bit better. Somehow the ball finds McKenzie. Great pass.
It's a great box out there by Abby Noblet, but an even better block by Rachel Smith.
It's her second block of the game. Coming in for the Falcons, Phillips and Elliott. Smith and Davis check out for Melbourne University. Coburn and Essex return. The shooters found and fouled.
Coach killer, that one.
Something like fouling a 3-point shooter. Lucky he was speaking to his players on the bench. He's not noticed that one.
Yeah, lucky Lara Essex. I think it's not just been Lara, but Melbourne University are allowing a lot of 3-point shots for Federation Union, and it doesn't look planned. They are still contesting them, but late. So I think communication on defense needs to improve.
As everyone forgot that there was 3 shots.
Well, not everyone.
And there's the final one. Coburn with the big board. Fines coming. Melbourne University go again the other way. And just a tiny momentum shift. The floater goes up, and the floater is nothing but net. Absolutely pure. Dropping through the rim, and the lead's back up to 16. Just the crowd just getting bigger and bigger here at the Melbourne University Sports Centre. Out of bounds called. Keely Phillips on the baseline cut, just can't quite stay in bounds off the pass. And here comes Haley coming, directing traffic, long pass ahead. Ariel Edwards wide open.
Can't nail that one, but Mira Coburn's there to put back.
Tough finish. The far out lefty layup on the putback.
Yeah, on her left, that would be good.
Great finish from Coburn. She's up to 7 points.
Her average for the season, did you say?
Now above her average.
Oh,
so
true.
it's already a really good contributing performance at both ends. Essex picks up her second foul. It's going to be more shots. Alice Jones checks into the game. Melbourne University. First free throw for Abby Noblet is good.
Alice Jones is another big body out there, and she might not be as efficient down low as Coburn, but defensively she'll add another element of height and can give Layla Davis a well-earned rest, as the same for Rachel Smith.
Goes down to Coburn. The help comes on Coburn. Edwards with another flip shot. Can't get it to go. Jones and Edwards fighting for that. Referee lets it go with the Falcons' advantage.
Not such a great shot there from Ariel Edwards, but what was good was her ability to give it into Mira Coburn and then move to another spot and get open for a shot. So she's almost there.
Augustine's three doesn't go. As Jones eventually comes up with the rebound. Coming flips behind to Edwards. Pitches back. The three's up, no good.
Another rebound for Jones.
Offensive rebound, big board. Edwards spacing just getting a little bit cramped there. Coming, peels round, fires the absolute bullet.
And
Lara Essex
Lara
for three.
Nails it, a three. Great ball movement there by Melbourne Uni.
Some really good patience and an absolute bullet pass for the assist. So the Falcons look for Mackenzie inside. Moves on to that preferred shot. Leave it out on the rebound by Cumming. Cumming looks to attack going the other way. As you alluded to earlier, Fina, just that patience on ball movement. The shot clock got a lot deeper there, but they got a great look.
Oh.
2 bullet passes in a row, doesn't go.
It's a fatigued pass there by Haley Cumming. Probably just needed some poise, something we've spoken about, or I've spoken about at least a lot this UBL season for Melbourne Uni.
Elliott doesn't get the shot to go. Augustine with that unusual standstill release. Can't get that to go. It's a 19-point game here. Just a minute left in this first half.
Ariel gets deep and throws it up.
That flip technique that Ariel Edwards has got.
Now there's a turnover there by Fed Uni, throwing it out of bounds.
Falcons are getting a little bit tired here. Just some confusion here about whether or not there's a timeout. I think that might have been worth there being a timeout. Stanamirov comes back into the game for Melbourne University. Jones will inbound. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Coburn goes round inside.
Unlucky. Alice Jones with another rebound.
Put back. Goes up again. Can't get it to go. Really good hustle on the offensive glass from Jones. I think that's 3 offensive rebounds, but can't get it to go. Zadelnik comes the other way. Kicks out to the corner. And the three is good for Demi Thompson.
Just needed a bit of rotation there defensively, and also maybe some better communication to know both Mira and Yana ended up playing the whole position there on split line.
Cumming steps back for three, doesn't get it to go. Eventually Zadelnik comes up with it, finds Mackenzie, and there's one shot if they want it. The long pass ahead. Thompson eventually tips it. They tip it again. Somehow they've still got it. And Mackenzie gets the and one. And not a play for the purists, but Mackenzie ends up with possibly the best result that she could get there.
And Melbourne Uni made it very, I mean, it was unfortunate looking play, but Melbourne Uni definitely helped them, and that they were not getting back on D-Trans, and they were not in position to find players and contest the shot properly. Now, if they learn anything from the last time, they've got 10 seconds.
Coming with the ball after she picked up her third foul. Finds Essex. Tipped. Cumming launches the one-handed shot. Doesn't get it to go.
Might be something they want to look at to work on at training, or at least draw up maybe in the halftime break.
Well, at half-time, we've got Melbourne University 51, Federation Falcons 36. Frida, what are your key takeaways from that first half?
Well, I think Melbourne Uni's decision to go into a zone proved a very good one. It really slowed down Fed Uni when it came to their offense. I think their decision to start looking into the post with Mira Coburn was another good decision, and I think that's paid off. It's also allowed the perimeter players to get better looks because attention is drawn to the post man down below. I think Fed Uni, well, they got stuck a little there with the zone, but I think they look best when they're pushing in transition. And I think they got some good looks out of that, and I think they just need to keep that up. But yeah, plenty to learn and take on for the next half, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, Melbourne University 51, Layla Davis leads all scorers with 16. Hayley Cumming has been leading the charge in terms of the point guard position. She's got 8 points, but also 3 fouls. 10 points for Ariel Edwards, 5 each for Smith and Essex, and Mira Coburn with 7. And for the Falcons, Noblet has 6, McEwen has 1, Phillips has 4, Thompson has 3, and then McKenzie with 13 and Zidanic with 9 leading the way. We've got about 8 minutes until play restarts
So
here.
enjoy the break. We'll be back with you in not so long.
Falcons look to settle down.
So not the player you want to leave free.
Good
You
time
need to reach in like that.
called for her second. Zidanic it. And welcome back to Melbourne University Sports Centre for this round 5 UBL clash between Melbourne University and Federation University. And we're just about to start the second half here. Melbourne University 51, Federation University 36.
Can they make it to 100, do you think?
Oh, they're on course for it, and it would be a season high. It's always a nice milestone for a team. Melbourne University will get the first chance of the half to score. Looking for Davis in the high post, goes for the pivots, kicks it out. Oh. Edwards turned it over, looking for the pass.
Probably should have just let that one go there, Ariel.
Phillips for the Falcons gets the first points of the half. Boulos taking the ball. Pivoting and turning at the high post. The Falcons defender pulls up, holding.
Another 3 there for Layla. Slayla, sorry.
Slayla continuing where she started the game. Another 3 is a steal, long pass ahead by Edwards. Davis turns inside.
Good find to
coming
teammate,
on the kick
Haley
out.
Oh.
Doesn't get it to go. Poulos with the rebound. Flips it up. Doesn't get it to go.
And
Coming
another
offensive
one for
rebound.
Layla.
Davis.
Can she get it? No, a bit short. She knew it.
It's a high octane start here in the second half.
The girls showing just how unselfish they are in their play. Happy to get a rebound and kick it out.
Despite being right underneath the hoop.
Oh well, 3's more than 2.
And sharing is caring. So the Falcons going the other way. They're fine. And then another pass from right under the hoop. Elliott somehow getting there in transition. Eventually Davis comes up with it. Slightly scrappy start to this second half. Davis on the cut, finds Edwards. Maybe a piece. Smith just can't get the offensive rebound to go. There's the large crowd being implored to chant defense by the MC here at
Mikey doing a real good job carrying. Oh.
Mackenzie's 3 from the corner hits the top of the backboard. Here comes Davis.
Fed Uni are doing a good job of getting back in D-trans. Should help their case.
Lost for 3. Get it to go. They just need to take care of the boards. Davis comes up with it. Coming Silverstone.
Here.
Pick and roll with Smith. Steps through. Not up and under. Eventually gets the offensive rebound, gets fouled. That must be 6 or 7 offensive rebounds to start the half for Melbourne University.
Fed Uni will definitely want to start cleaning that up because offensive rebounds mean second chance points, and they can't afford to give any more of those away.
They're going to have to play well to overcome that deficit from half time as Melbourne Uni look to extend it. Smith gets the friendly bounce for the second one. That's that home court advantage.
Melbourne Uni look like they're in a bit of a half-court press here. Maybe just to slow down the ball, and probably a good idea because one of our points from the last half was that they weren't doing so well in getting back in D-trans. So at least off an inbound, or a slow transition play up the court, they have that half-court press.
A work there to Dilnick looking for the backdoor dime. Throws it straight out of bounds. Edwards sizing up. Dilnick meets Davis. Finds coming in the corner on not a good pass, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. And it's going to be Falcons' ball. This is a very, very colourful Melbourne University Sports Centre today. It's Pride Week in the UBL. You'll see the rainbow socks that the players are wearing.
Unlucky there. Bit of feet tangling.
It's going to be Falcons' ball end line. Everyone's socks, just reminding everyone that basketball is a game for everyone and that everyone is welcome. Ball comes in, we've got Elliott up top, looks for Mackenzie rolling into the post, quick double team. Davis picks up the foul, just the first foul for Davis, just a little bit too much movement into the shooter, but
Layla can probably afford to do a little less and just keep her body up and then immediately turn around and box her out so there's no second chance opportunities.
Cumming comes out of the game. She's on 4 fouls. So Stanimirov checks in. Keith Nowak just checking. I didn't think that Cumming had committed a foul this half.
Haley could have picked up one of Mira's earlier on.
That would explain the confusion.
Yeah.
That's why you need your teammates to start owning up to stuff. If they've got no fouls, you've got to own up to all of them. The handoff, Ulos finds Davis in the corner, out of bounds. Just couldn't get a footwork right in the corner. It's going to be Falcons' ball. Not really making a dent into this deficit.
Yeah, neither team are doing a lot of scoring here, which, you know, isn't good, but it's serving Melbourne Uni better. See, that's getting face cut right there. Cannot happen. That's something that Melbourne Uni need to fix.
McEwen comes into the game for Elliott for the Falcons. As we know, basketball's a game of runs, and 16 would be quite a big run, but I think one run here from Melbourne University could probably take the game away from the Falcons based on the three-point shooting we've seen so far today. But all the Falcons have got to do is chip away. There's still plenty of time left.
Fed Uni are looking a little tired, and I think of the two teams, the Melbourne Uni team have a deeper bench, so I think they should start to push here and hopefully get a good enough lead that players can start getting a rest and the bench can get on.
As evidenced by Mira Coburn coming off the bench. He's got to be one of the best bench players in the UBL. Alice Jones also checks in at the same time, so a couple of bigs coming in there. Ball's tipped off the rebound, so it's perfectly okay to gather in the back court. High pick and roll. Davis finds Poulos open in the corner.
Oh.
Really misses. It's the cable holding up the basket. Direct out of bounds. Davis picks up the foul. So a lot of fouls being called early. Referees continue to keeping it tight, but I would say they're not being forced to make difficult decisions. Both teams just sort of trying to beat each other up. Three doesn't go. Jones comes up with the rebound.
Another rebound for Jones.
She can finish this game with double-digit rebounds.
Oh, look. Ooh.
And the three is good from Davis.
Layla Davis.
Second three of the quarter. Up to 24 points personal. A little bit of confusion there for the Falcons. McKenzie trying to get the seal inside. Davis doing a good job bumping and fighting. That pass can't go. Looks like the Falcons are really keying in that McKenzie will be the one to get them back into this game. The lead up to 19 now for Melbourne University. Stanimirov out on the wing. Short. Rebound collected by McEwen. So Dominic in transition goes up against Coburn. Great defense from Coburn.
Coburn did well not to foul there, but Stanimirov's thrown it away here.
Well tipped by McKenzie, collected by Thompson. And a quick score in transition. Like you said, Phil, exactly what the Falcons need. If they're not going to score in the half court, they've got to be looking in transition. Davis puts up another three. It's the front of the rim, collected by McEwen. It's going to be a foul called first.
That's a bit rough. But I also maybe not such a bad call, not such a bad result, because everyone, when Layla crashed the boards there, Fed Uni were definitely leaking out.
Yes, it looked like a couple versus zero.
Yeah.
It's like a timeout's been called by Keith Nowak there. Obviously not quite happy with how his Black Angels team are playing.
Yeah, I think too many turnovers here from his team, and unnecessary ones too. Fed Uni aren't particularly good defenders in the backcourt, and I think we can afford to just take our time in getting the ball up the court and wasting some time and running through some plays. I mean, they've got a decent lead here, and there's nothing better than to get through offense during that time to help the team improve and move forward as they come across better teams. But I think there's no point rushing in their offense and throwing turnovers, because it just allows the other team to get back in the game. So I think he'll be wanting to calm them down. It looks like assistant coach Hannah Ronan Black is drawing up a play or maybe another offensive look to get out of it. And I I think that would be beneficial for the team.
The University of Melbourne sitting above the Falcons in the table. Both teams 2 and 3, but the point differential percentage for the Black Angels is quite comfortably better than the Falcons, but both teams needing a win to climb up that table. As the Falcons get the ball in, find McKenzie in the high post, wheels round, fakes left, goes back right. Looks very comfortable going over that left shoulder to that right hand.
I think they should just start pushing her left.
Yeah. I think sometimes you've got to be willing to sacrifice some potentially easier shots to see how comfortable they feel there. Edwards gets Augustine to bite. That little flip doesn't go. And another foul call. That's going to be 2 shots. Oh, am I too quick on the team fouls? No.
Yep, 2 shots.
We've got 2 shots. Well, there's a little bit of confusion. So the loose, there we go, 2 shots. The loose ball foul still counts as 2 shots. It's a sloppy foul to give away. No need to foul 94 feet from the hoop.
Yeah, definitely not. And I think that might have been a bit of a frustration on the missed shot front.
So McKenzie gets the chance to continue to build her rhythm. First free throw's good. She's up to 20 points in the game.
The margin is still double digits, but creeping back here if the Melbourne Uni can't get going on their offense.
A nice, easy bounce. It just feels like the Falcons have got that sort of little bit of momentum to where they could just go on a quick little 6-0 run and really make it interesting. We have seen that Melbourne University so far this year did struggle to hold on to a lead earlier in the campaign. Travel's called. Hannah Klein disagrees.
Just a bit of that foot drag can often lead to a travel call.
It was in round 2 that University of Melbourne had a good lead over Victoria University, but just couldn't hold on. McKenzie at the high post.
Good close out there.
Help was loaded up.
Not so much on the second.
Eventually come up the rebound, but you can see they made a little bit of a shift, forcing McKenzie to be a passer rather than a scorer.
Definitely a good option for them.
Coburn and Edwards in the pick and roll. Edwards picks up the dribble, finds Coburn in the high post. Always looking to pass. Jones called for the travel as well. But we're getting a little bit sloppy here.
A little bit disorganised in offence here. I think they need a pure point guard on the court. Or Ariel or Vic need to take it upon themselves to have some poise and get through a set all the way through potentially, because players are just not quite in the right positions.
Davis checks back into the game while she was still recovering. Helen Coburn switched the matchup mid-possession, and that leads to the open 3 for McEwen.
And
she
just
makes
like
them
that,
pay.
it's only a 10-point game.
Like we said, they don't have to get all the points back at once, but they are creeping into this game. We'll wait and see which way this has been called. Looks like it'll be a defensive foul. That was Zelnick gets called. That is 4 on Zelnick, and that is big.
Haley coming back onto the floor. Haley coming back onto the floor.
You were correct.
I was a bit confused. I confused myself there. And I think that's a good call. I think she's done a really good job today of running the team from the point guard spot, and I think they need that right now.
A big swing there, coming back into the game. Zelnick coming out for the Falcons. She's second on the team in scoring, but also just leading the way in her point guard play. So
I think she's had 9 points for a while now, so not too much of an offensive output, but like you said, leading the team in the point guard spot.
Edwards, catch and shoot. It's a deep one. Ball goes a long way up. Mira spins left, spins back right. That flip shot doesn't go. Coburn still fighting for it. Doesn't get it to go. Edwards comes up with it. Stolen away. Thompson throws it ahead. Noblet in transition. He gets it to go. And we've got an 8-point game here. Just under 3 minutes left in the third quarter. And the scoring has really dried up for Melbourne University here.
I don't know what they say in Wales, Gunners, but
another turnover.
Here in Oz, we call the third quarter championship quarter. And I think Fed Uni are really proving themselves here that the third quarter is the one you need to play well in.
And Another transition score for the Falcons, and they are now just down 6. Another timeout for Melbourne University. At my club back home, we always hated the third quarter. So
you're not a championship team then, I'm guessing?
Well, so we're just good in the first, second, and fourth. Don't worry about the third. That's just a second warm-up, isn't it?
If you say so.
It's a 6-point game here. Melbourne University just really struggling to put the ball in the hoop. And like you mentioned earlier, their transition defense has gone away. But the combination of missing shots, a lot of people under the hoop, and the Falcons thinking, if I can just sneak out here.
And then some foul trouble, I think, stopping Haley Cumming from contesting those last few layups, choosing to just let them go. But I think offensively, the movements are just too predictable from the team. I think they're running a bit of a horn screen action where the screener flares for the shot and the other screener rolls, and I just think Fed Uni have picked up on what they're doing, and I think they need to change that up a bit and catch them off guard, because I think that offensively they're just looking a little bit too predictable with the screen, handoff, shoot, things like that. And I think, just a little bit of different movement could see them get a few shots in and then allow them to get their other shots back again as well. But they definitely need to put a score on the board soon, or you're going to start to lose their confidence, and Fed Unis will only grow.
And both teams have looked quite good playing through the post today. So Mackenzie is leading the Falcons in scoring, and Coburn, they're doing a lot more facilitating. The high pick and roll, hit the shooter, extra pass. Lara Essex in the corner.
That was great ball movement there by Melbourne Uni.
And that is a real big boost. Hannah Ronan Black up on the Melbourne University bench, imploring the defensive work. Block at the top of the defensive stand by Davis. Here comes coming in transition. Finds Poulos for 3. Lara Essex fighting for the rebound. Skips it back into Cumming. She turned the corner. Gets the layup. The crowd enjoyed that one. And that little 5-point burst there has just opened up that lead again.
Unfortunately.
Standing at the top of that 2-3 zone. Poulos gets the steal and the score.
I was just about to say poor Vic hasn't really found her rhythm in her shooting today, but I was going to commend her shot, because the shot allows that players to get in a rebounding position, and if it's a good open shot, then she should take it. But she's done what good shooters do, and she's won the ball defensively in order to get herself a nice, easy shot, and hopefully from now on she'll feel a bit better with her shot.
Poulos, just the first points of the game. She's been one of the leading scorers for Melbourne this year. The 3-second violation called down the other end. A little bit too much passing inside the key as Mackenzie fumbled it. And then there's going to be a foul down this end. Augustine picks it up. I think Coburn was fouled. It's Augustine's 3rd foul. Yet to trouble the scoreboard. Essex will inbound the ball. It's going to be a coming Coburn pick and roll. They're going to stay with the ball handler. Poulos with the 3. Just doesn't get it to go. Big hustle by Davis. Poulos manages to get it. Coming, launches up the 3, no good. Mackenzie grabs the rebound for the Falcons.
Much better D-trans here by Melbourne Uni.
4 players back before the ball could even really enter the first third, and the ball goes off the thigh of Noblet. Good hands by Melbourne Uni, and the lead is now back up to 13. 11 to go. Double digits is not the comfort zone, but it's the not stressing so much. Yeah, it gives you enough time to call that timeout on a run. The pick and roll again, squeezes past the defender, leaves it too short. Coburn really battling. Cumming, I think Cumming should be looking for Coburn there in the pick and roll. They're really not guarding the roller.
Cut there by Lara Essex, unfortunate not to get it.
Davis, hands up, deep 3. Hits nothing. Shot clock violation. Just didn't get the rim on the way back out there. So we've got a 13-point lead. 32.6 seconds left here. Be interesting to see if they go 2 for 1 or just focus on getting a good shot. Looks like they're just going to try and score.
Mira did well there to stop that.
3 from Thompson. Misses everything. Cannons off the backboard. Gets the rebound. Finds McEwen. With her second 3 of the game.
Can learn from their previous 2 mistakes.
Yeah. Handoff, fake. Davis pulls up, can't get it to go. Rebound not in the hands of Poulos in time.
They still haven't quite figured out how to get a good shot with 10 seconds running down. That might be something for next week's training. But
3 opportunities in this game to clear the floor out and get a good shot for a shooter. But
I think it is usually the point guard's responsibility to know the clock, but that doesn't stop her teammates from knowing it too and letting her know about it. So it's a real team effort, not only to call it.
And we've got just 10 minutes left of play here, and we've got a 10-point game. Just having a look at the scorers for Melbourne University. Coming as 10. She's also got 4 fouls. Poulos finally getting a layup to drop. We'll see if she can kick on. Normally a very good shooter. She's got 2. Layla Davis has got 24. 9 for Ariel Edwards. Smith has 6. Essex now up to 8. Coburn has 7. And for the Federation Falcons, Noblet has 8. McEwen has 7. Phillips has 6. Thompson has 3. We've got Mackenzie leading the way for the Falcons on 21. Zadelnik on 9, and Francisco's chipped in with 2. So as the teams get there close to their final instructions, it's a little bit make or break time in terms of this game. I think if either team goes on a run here, it makes things very interesting. Melbourne could kill this game off very quickly.
Yeah,
or the Falcons could find their way into a very tight one.
I think Melbourne Union just need to take it one play at a time and just ensure that they're not giving Falcons any easy shots. So no turnovers and allowing them to push in transition. I think they can give or take a goal here or there, and then they just need to do it play by play and get through a good offensive set each time. Like, nothing crazy needs to happen here. They just need to. I think Mira Coburn needs to just work a little harder and not give up so much on the inside for a post, and her teammates need to look because she can't hold it forever. And I think if the ball can get inside and then outside again, that's a good look. And I think they stopped doing that, and it paid the price with Fed Uni being able to get back in the match.
Federation Falcons hanging on, given that their leading scorer, Annie Collins, is not playing today. They do have the leading rebounder in the UBL. Melbourne sticking in that zone. As the Falcons look to work the ball around the perimeter. Mackenzie drives into the middle. I think it looked like Francisco was going to cut back door, but
I think Melbourne Uni got a little bit lucky there. They definitely shouldn't be allowing a middle dribble in the zone. That's the best way to break it. And it's not what they want.
So Mackenzie being very unselfish there, but with 21 points, she's probably earned the right to be a little bit more selfish. Looks like both teams playing in the zone, so could see late game shooting deciding this one. Essex puts up the 3. Can't get it to go.
Layla Davis doing a lot of hustle this game, not just scoring, but
Holding on, zips it out to Poulos. Can't find Coburn. The rebound safely collected by Thompson. Here comes Mackenzie.
A good look there by Poulos, but not the angle that Mira Coburn needed for the pass. And that's some bad communication on defense there by Melbourne Uni. Yeah,
you could hear the disappointment there in Fina Newton's expression as Mackenzie gets to the hoop for that layup.
This is exactly what we didn't want from Melbourne Uni. I think they just need to take a deep breath, maybe get a huddle.
That's a tough finish there for Noblet. She's into double digits, the lefty up and under, and it's down to a 6-point game. Essex to put that back to 9, can't get it to go. Mackenzie looking the other way.
She really needed to make that, otherwise it was going to be a bad shot, and unfortunately she didn't make it. And they've now committed a foul.
Poulos not a fan of that foul call.
I think the ball needs to get into Hayley Cummings' hand, and she needs to call a play so her team can get through it and use the full shot clock, I think. Quick shots result in more time for Fed Uni to get back in the game. Yeah,
I agree, and Essex is out of the game. Big 3, Thompson doubles her scoring output.
It's now only a 3-point game. Fed Uni have done very well to get back in this game, and Melbourne Uni needs to just be really careful now with how they look after the ball.
And we've seen this before from Melbourne Uni. We'll see if they've learnt their lessons. Coming with the 3 in the corner, heavily contested by Mackenzie. Holds her nerve and knocks that one down. And the lead is back up to 6, but we have a real ball game on our hands here. Davis comes up with the rebound. Squirts past Noblet.
Need to have some poise here.
Tipped. Can she save it? Saves it just about to her team. Almost saved it to the opposition. Mackenzie throws ahead to Noblet.
If I hadn't been commentating, I would have been screaming there, "You're hot!" But I thought I better not. But thinking back in reflection, I probably should have. Don't care. Oh, goodness me, this defense is not... Hayley is doesn't have a lot of options here. She doesn't want to get her 5th foul, so really she needs a bit more help from her teammates.
She gets clocked on the rebound. At what point would you say that a defender should just defend and just back themselves to defend without fouling, and if they foul, so be it? Because is she costing her team points here by not trying to do the same sort of defense she was earlier? Yeah,
well, I think she's in a bit of a tricky position. I mean, ideally she wants to maybe match up on someone that isn't aggressive to the basket, but also I think she should back herself. She's got the length on that player, on most of the players in this team, and she'll be
tough reverse layup doesn't go.
Can use her length to step off a little bit and just play hands up. I think if she really makes an effort to show that she's playing with her hands up, then the refs can't call it, and if they do, then that's on them, and there's not much else she can do. But yeah, she can't really be allowing players to just go straight up.
Noblet misses the layup and then the putback, and then we've got a load of chaos down this end of the floor. Looks like there's a foul called on Melbourne Uni.
Unfortunate there. I mean, Layla did a good job of faking, but it wouldn't have been the worst idea to pass it back out and get an even better shot. You know the saying, good shot, great shot. Something like that. I was waiting for you to finish that one, but
that's exactly how it goes. Layla Davis picks up her 4th foul. As the towel boy comes onto the floor. Got just a 4-point game here. Melbourne seems to switch
towel
back
boy, also known as Jordan Allen.
Oh. Pulla's down. Obviously didn't do a good enough job, did Jordan. Melbourne back into a man. The confusion and getting back in transition after Pulla stacked it. I thought that it looks like, from our angle, that looked like a Falcons ball.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that.
Oh, no. Disagreement.
Yeah.
Well, I won this one. So we've got Cumming bringing the ball up. Still in the zone of the Falcons. 6.5 minutes left to play here. Kick out to Davis. Quick fire, catch and shoot. It's too long. Edwards gets the rebound. Steps through. Scores, hits the deck. 6-point lead. Mackenzie coming in transition, driving at Coburn. Stolen away by Davis. Good transition defense by Noblet. Forces Poulos to just about collect it. Saves the ball from going out of bounds. Big cross-court pass coming for 3. Knocks it down. Big 3. Takes it to a 9-point lead. Federation University timeout.
Some veteran plays here from Melbourne Uni, and I feel a bit weird calling Hayley Cumming and Layla Davis veterans from their age, but they have a good high-level experience of playing it, and they're definitely using it here. It's a great shot. Hayley's been shooting well today, and I think she knew that one was going down as soon as it left her hands. So I think that was a good example of pushing in transition, but willing to pull it out and get a great shot rather than a good shot.
There we go. So we've got a 9-point lead for Melbourne University. Hayley Cumming not shooting too well on the season from 3. Just at 17%, but today seems to have hit them when they mattered. Mm-hmm. And she's averaging 15 points a game for the season, so she's gone past her season output and doing all that despite being on 4 fouls and having to play carefully. So a big 40-point share between Davis and Cumming.
I really thought Layla would have it easy getting to 30. She's got 6 minutes left, and that's only 2 more threes. She definitely hasn't been shy about putting them up, but I think she just needs to make a little adjustment because she's putting them up pretty quickly, but she can also get to the rack. So a little pump fake and a drive wouldn't be too bad either to see.
Layla Davis, who had 14 points in the first quarter, has added another 10 in the 24 minutes since. We've got exactly 6 minutes left in this game. Melbourne University 74, Federation University 65, and this round 5 UBL clash right in the centre of Melbourne. Falcons looking to get into a flex action, trying to find the shooter. They do. Davis just about gets the ball to Cumming. The diving save, she gets up smiling. Cumming smiling at her.
Back.
Yep. Yeah, I think you've earned it if you're hustling out of bounds. The pump, oh, nice defensive play by Thompson.
Bounce pass needed there.
Mackenzie fell for the pump fake. Like Edwards and Davis were going to run a nice pick and roll. Who else kicks it out? Davis.
Some better spacing here. Oh.
Yeah, looking for the pass, but they just couldn't get their angles right down there in the corner.
I think that needed a reversal there.
Get it away from the congestion. There's a lot of players in a small space. Same action again. The flex, looking for the shooter. Buying into a pick and roll. Thompson dribbles it off the foot of Davis, but they eventually work it inside. McEwen turns it over. Here comes Davis going the other way.
3 on 2 here.
They got numbers. Can they make it count? Just about a nice move from Edwards. Rips and goes immediately. The lefty flip shot doesn't go. McEwen gets the ball stolen.
Steal.
Yeah, the blind side steal.
Oh, that's excellent poise there from Ariel Edwards. The old Az would have shot that.
I've been listening to you, Fina.
Yeah,
Pick and roll. Coming, crosses back to the middle, can't find anything.
Oh.
Just can't find the shooter out on the weak side. The Falcons will get a chance to eke into this 9-point deficit that they face.
Melbourne Uni just not quite on the same page there. I can understand what Haley was doing, but players just maybe just taking a little bit longer than usual to get used to playing with each other.
Zadelnik likes to direct traffic. She's on 4 fouls, but she led the way early for the Falcons. Hasn't been able to find her rhythm of late. Mackenzie goes right, can't get the flip shot to go. Goes to the putback, gets the putback to go.
Really should have got boxed out on that. I mean, the first shot almost went in. I think players might have just stopped and looked. But really important to get a body on Mackenzie. She can change this game around.
No pick and roll, but can't quite use it effectively. Edwards with Davis. Davis has Thompson close up on her. All in with the hands. Easy call for the referee. And it's going to be a Melbourne ball right in front of us here. Essex comes into the game for Edwards. We've got just over 4 minutes left to play in a 7-point game here. Coburn catches at the 3-point line. Cross screen, Essex catches in the middle.
Great take from Lara Essex there. Straight into the game and straight away having an impact.
And then Poulos comes and rips it right off the inbound. Davis goes towards the hoop, flips up the reverse layup. Offensive foul has been called. And that's Davis out of the game. A hook on the drive being called on the baseline. And we're going to have Edwards checking in for Davis.
It's really unlucky there by Layla, but I think she was just super keen to get another point on the board. She had Lara Essex cutting on her left, so I don't know whether Lara yelled, can't hear with this headset on, but that could have been a good option to kick it out too.
There's a good kick out from the Falcons, and the corner 3 from Phillips is good.
Double closeout, and she still nails it.
We've got a 6-point game. Davis has to sit. Her name goes up in red on the scoreboard. 24 points from her today.
Bit dramatic, that, isn't it?
Really making sure everyone knows. The step back 3 from Edwards.
Misses everything.
Yep, it's nothing. Mackenzie comes up the board. She's probably extended her league leading in rebounds. She's had a big game today. The nice in and out move from Noblet. She's up to 12, and we've got a 4-point game.
That was a class act there by Noblet.
A real shifty move. Just directing traffic, a couple of screens, but Melbourne do look a little bit confused as to where they're going. Coburn handling the ball here. Finds Edwards. Stolen by Noblet. Great defensive play. She's going to look to take it all the way in transition. She gets it to go, and we've got a 2-point game. 2-point game with 2.5 minutes left.
I think they really need to be getting the ball into Mira Coburn here. let her go to work down low or draw a foul.
There's the foul. That's going to be the 4th team foul for the Falcons. A lot of pick and roll action for Melbourne
Assistant
University.
coach here, Hannah Ronan Black, yelling out instructions from the sidelines.
And I imagine that they'll echo exactly what you've just suggested. A lot of pick and roll action for Melbourne University. A lot of switching for the Falcons. Unable to really make anything from it. Coburn catches the ball. And in that mid-post. And we've got coming on the ball. She's got a choice of screens. She takes the 3 instead. Can't get it to go. Coburn comes up with the rebound. We thought it was tipped out by Zadelnik. The referee disagrees. Oh, the referee on the far side is going to
happened a few times today.
Overrule that call.
But we like the referees being thorough.
I'm sure they'll discuss that one later, but Melbourne University get it. And Edwards-Coburn pick and roll. Poulos up top. Just can't seem to create any separation. Ooh. Doesn't matter. Long 2. Foot on the line.
Will be very happy with that one. And Melbourne Uni really needed it. Oh.
The 3 answers immediately. Very quick one for the Falcons. Edwards collects it. Coming goes. Give me that. I'm running the show here.
Swear to God, if they don't get it into mirror sometime soon, I might.
Skips the pass. Poulos with the 3. Can't get it to go. Great hustle by Lara Essex. Gets the rebound. Finds Edwards. The floater. The floater's good. It's going to be a Federation Falcons timeout. 6-point lead for Melbourne University. Oh, big floater from Edwards.
Yeah, let off a little easy there. I'm not sure that 3 taken down the other end at Fed Uni was a good choice. But fair enough, they had been making them recently. But yeah, that I'm not sure that was really a play that was run just then. But way to take advantage of it, I'm going to say. I think those are the nicest words I can give right now.
Edwards is finishing, was a little bit of a struggle in the 2nd and 3rd quarters, but she's found a way to make it there when it matters. Takes the lead up to 6 and a couple of possession game, 2 or 3 possessions.
This is a tune. I don't know if you can hear it at home, but do you know who sings this, Gunners?
The Veronicas.
Oh, well done.
This must be, what, 2009, 2010? It even made it over to the UK. So
maybe even
that's how big this
I was
tune
in primary school, so...
That's how big this tune was. It made it overseas. The atmosphere in here, like Fina mentioned, we've got our headphones on. But after that last bucket, you could really hear the noise coming through the Melbourne University Sports Centre. Really an enclosed space. The acoustics when this place starts going a little bit wild are crazy. So Falcons ball, looks like they're going to advance. Or not. No, they're going to take it on their baseline, so they're going to give themselves the full 24 seconds here. We'll see in Melbourne University.
And they should probably try to use it.
They're going to set up in, looks like they're in a zone. Yeah, they're in a zone. Double screen. Oh, the shooter's wide open. Well run. Too long. Wow, what a well run play. But they just can't get anything to go.
I think when you're in a zone, you still need to be able to be guarding someone. It's a space, but also a player in that space. So you can, in a zone, you should never be guarding nobody. So they were lucky in that instance. Need a lot of communication in the zone. So luckily for Melbourne Uni, Fed Uni couldn't put that 3 ball away.
So the coach will be happy with most of the execution, but when it comes to this stage of the game, you'd rather just have a score through any means necessary. Melbourne Uni just trying to find Coburn with some post position, but the guard's coming, kicks out. Edwards finds coming, deep 3. Oh, huge shot from Hayley Cumming.
Big smile on her face there.
Wow, what a effort. Must be 30 feet out.
Caitlin Clark,
Caitlin Clark range. Just a shame we've just had the draft, but
yeah. Hayley takes her tally up to 19 points. She's closing in on Davis, who can't do anything but cheer on the sidelines right now.
And she is doing just that as the lead extends to 9, and you'd think that is the dagger. It's going to be tough to come back from 9.
I wouldn't count them out, but they'd need to hit a few threes pretty quickly, and Melbourne Uni would need to turn the ball over a lot. So, touch wood, that doesn't happen. But yeah, I think Fed Uni need to be smart about it, as do Melbourne Uni, and their choice of shots. They're 9 points up, okay? They don't need a quick shot. They don't need a long shot. They need the easiest shot possible.
You could almost argue they don't need any shot. They could just hold the ball and take the 24 seconds. Take the 24 seconds.
I think just keep moving the ball.
Just once will probably be enough.
Pass and cut would be fine.
The old 1950s four corners of the court, space it out and do your thing. They're going to advance this time.
I trust their passing on that, but that's all right.
Well, they've shown today they're either going to throw dimes from one side of the court to the other, or it's going to be a turnover straight into the Falcons'
they should just look after it because Fed probably won't want to foul them, but they might have to if they're just running the clock down. So being safe with the ball and waiting for that foul would be a good call.
They're going to advance the ball here, and that's the Falcons' last time out. They need a score here. The shooter coming through. Was it an elevator? No. They get the ball in. Mackenzie inside. Coburn with the pressure. The double comes. Flips the hook up. Can't get it to go. Coburn comes up with the rebound.
There by Melbourne Uni, and they just need to chill out here. Someone needs to get open.
The pressure's coming, but
Haley coming handling it very well.
Just looks like she's having fun out there. Essex is wide open under the hoop. Finishes the game off. The layup sneaks in. Essex gets herself up to double digits, but that will be the ball game. Essex is
having a quietly excellent game today.
So she's found 12
a bit
points.
Like that.
12 points.
No
for Essex.
Essex fan club today, though, unfortunately. But
looks like Melbourne Uni will just take their time after Zadelnik fell out of bounds. But there's the turnover. Thompson goes for the layup. He's maybe too little too late, still 9. And it looks like Cummings just going to potentially run down the clock. I wonder if the microphones picked up that. If they did,
I definitely heard it.
If they did, we apologise.
Oh, I don't.
I've never had to do that before. 6, 4, 3. The clock's running down. Are they going to shoot it or just... Yeah, she puts up the 3. Doesn't get it to go. But that
is the ball game.
Ooh, they made themselves work hard for it. But our final score, Melbourne University 85, Federation Falcons 76.
I think Fed Uni should be pretty happy with their efforts there today. And Melbourne Uni, although it didn't end how they would have liked in terms of a big win, they definitely thought they were probably going to run away with it. I think they've definitely improved from earlier on in the season, because earlier on in the season they would have let that one go and they would have ended up losing the game. But I think it shows some real improvement and growth within the team that they could hold on and take it out to a 9-point win.
Federation Falcons move to 2-4 on the season, but the University of Melbourne move up to 3-3. Doesn't change their position in the standings, but every win matters in that hunt for 8th place. We've lost our scoreboard, but what a game, Fina!
Oh, great game! Go Uni!
Final score: Melbourne 85, Federation 76. Game. We'll be back in about half an hour's time for the men's game, so join us then. To Bruin to roll with McEwen at the high post. Ball reaches down low. Coburn goes for the block, doesn't get it. Coming with the ball. Directing traffic. Sending Mira to the high post. She just takes it all the way herself.
Very strong drive. Layla comes away with the ball. What can she come up with here?
Finds Stanamira.
Dish to the 3-point line and
transition, like
Yana
you said.
Makes it. Layla comes away with the ball. What can she come up with here?
Finds Stanamira.
Dish to the 3-point line and
transition, like
Yana
you said.
Makes it.
Crosses over. I think hits the deck. The floater doesn't go.
Not a highlight, Haley.
Go noob, otherwise that would have been on Instagram. Finds Smith on the cut. Go noob, otherwise that would have been on Instagram. Finds Smith on the cut. There's Melbourne Uni.
Best kind of guards.
That's the Falcons coach. Yeah, the team gets the rebound. Fun problem. Falcons have to sit down.
Well, not the player you want to leave. You don't need to reach in with that.
Smith called from her second to think about it as a coach.
Layla Davis tries it. 2.
Yeah, I think she got away. Smith staying up nice and sort of vertical. Reverse layup. found and threw it away. Just a tiny momentum shift. The floater goes up, and the floater.
That would be good.
Great finish from Kova, and she's up to 7 points.
Her average for the season, did you say?
Now above her average.
Oh,
This is
true.
already peels round. Fires
Ripper
the
pass
absolute
there.
bullet. Lara
And
Essex. Delnick comes the other way. Kicks out to the corner. Delnick comes the other way. Kicks out to the corner. Shot if they want it. The long pass ahead. Thompson eventually tips it. They tip it again. Somehow they've still got it. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 2 of our epic UBL Round 5 doubleheader with Melbourne University taking on Federation University. I'm Tom Gunchip and I'm joined here by Fiona Newton, font of knowledge of all things basketball and Melbourne University sport.
First bit of knowledge I have is that I think it's good evening, not good afternoon at this point. It's 5 o'clock.
Well, you know, there are different time zones and all that. But we had a cracking game earlier where Melbourne University went up big and then Federation University came back. Today's matchup on paper is a little bit more imbalanced. Melbourne are 4-1 and the Fed Falcons are 0-5. What are you expecting from this game?
I'm expecting Fed Union to come out with a lot of hustle and a lot of high intensity play, and so just going to want to try and
seems to have moved out
get
of the
in Melbourne Uni's heads and force them to make bad decisions. And I think Melbourne Uni don't want to fall into the trap of just assuming they're going to win and playing however they want to. I think they got their first loss last week, and I think they're going to want to make sure that doesn't happen again. So I think they should use this opportunity to play the best basketball they can and get through their offensive sets. They've got Dion Wiggett back from his overseas holiday, so I'm sure he'll be ready to get to work. But yeah, I definitely think they're going to want to get through their plays and practice for the postseason that's not too far away.
Oh, we're just about to get underway here, and Kai Garneau, who has been leading Melbourne Union rebounding, one of the top 5 rebounders in the UBL, he's not playing today, but 6'8" Ellis Bigger has taken his place in the starting lineup. Matt Power for Melbourne and Lachlan Drummond for Fed Falcons. Jump, the Falcons get underway. The crowd are on their feet. They've got their clapper sticks.
Clapper sticks.
Well, trying to find the right word for it. We'll see. The down screens run.
Clapper definitely not it.
Figure launches the 3. Power gets the rebound. And here comes Wiggett. Kicks out. Brun swings it to McNally. The pick and roll bigger. McNally pulls the 3 from behind the screen. He gets it. And the first points of this evening's game.
That's a great start for Spud. He cracked it at me at training because apparently I mentioned that he didn't score the game before, but it was more of a positive comment in that he did score the next game. So sorry, Spud, but it's a great start for him. And he pulls the trigger again. A little too much sauce on that. Is that what they say?
We'll go with it.
Yeah.
They do say that. There's a good defense down this end for Melbourne University last time out. The quick trigger from Spud, as you say. The post mismatch, he manages to get his hand on it.
It's great.
And they
D by
just
Spud
about
McNally.
Recover. McKenzie launches the 3. Another McKenzie looking to be the star scorer. Wiggett goes baseline in front of his fan club. Brun in the corner, drives baseline. The old Steve Nash all the way round. Looks for Bigger, can't get it to go. McKenzie gets the steal. And there come the Falcons, still looking for their first points of this evening's game. Bigger pulls up and Bigger. It's a big contest. All 6'8" of him, but Bigger was too good. And it's 3-all. Brun has the ball on the wing. Power bumps the screener. Good. McNally pulls the 3 again. And he makes his second attempt. He's 2 of 3. And here comes Raymond. Really the leading light for the Falcons this year. 11 points a game. Their best shooter. But Figa going strong to the hoop. Bigger comes up with the rebound. Wiggett goes around the back. Here's McKenzie trailing. They've got numbers. Pulls up the floater.
Oh, that's beautiful work. He was struggling to make those in warm-up, and Sean King gave him a little tip, and I think that's worked now. It's looked very beautiful off the hand there.
The revenge floater doesn't go. It just goes to show you can always be coaching, even in warm-ups. Collects the high pass. Finds Power under the hoop.
Oh.
Power can't get it to go. Gets stripped. Brun's on the floor. Dribbles it, finds Bigger. Gets into the pick and roll with McNally. Finds Brun in the corner. The 3 doesn't go. Figa grabs the rebound. The big wing going at Power. And the foul's called on the drive. Passed off though. The ball's going to be end line. Foul's been called on 15 Matt Power. And the Camberwell big has got his first foul of the game. That's the corner. It's a 3-pointer, doesn't go. Wiggett gets the rebound. Crosses Figa up. Beats him in, he's in space again. The floater goes up again. Can't get it to go. Gets the rebound, spin move, lefty layup is good. Wiggett's being aggressive early, getting into the key, looking for his stuff. And we've got a 10-3 Melbourne University lead early. The Falcons really need something here. To be running the same sets as the women's game earlier. Big contest from Bigger. Bad pass from McNally, stolen by Figa. Oh. On the dunk is missed. A nice play from Mackenzie and Figa, but you've got to be scoring that dunk.
Oh.
And as the old adage goes, if you miss a layup or a dunk, you always seem to give up a layup at the other end.
Oh, Spud making up for his turnover down the other end by speeding through into a nice layup.
It's a good contest from Wiggett. Spud really making you pay for your words. He's on 8 points personal already. The revenge game.
I'm happy for him.
Power kicks out. Bigger gets into the pick and roll. Not much space to work with. Moving screen called. And that's the first foul for Bigger. 3 subs coming into the game for the Falcons. McMahon, Johnston, McLeod, and Baptiste all checking into the game. Mackenzie's got to take a seat. Figa also takes one after. Sorry, Figa's still out there. Raymond pulls up for 3. Oh. It's good. A leading scorer for the Falcons this year. And the second scorers on the board. We've got 12-6.
Ballarat men's and women's team playing a similar game, relying on threes. And if the men's team learn anything from the women's game, it's that you can't afford to just let them get too many of those.
Well, there are going to be a couple of free throws here for Ellis Bigger.
Ellis making his debut in the UBL this season, and today for Melbourne Uni. He's been out with a shoulder injury, so looks good now. He will be a star for this team, so, and take them to the next level, definitely. So look out for him.
Yeah, if they can get everyone healthy and available, then this Melbourne Uni team has got a lot of weapons. Absolutely. And a lot of size.
A very deep bench they have.
Raymond finds Baptiste. The reverse layup doesn't go. Sorry, Fry. Just McNally in transition, pings it across to Wiggett. A little deflection on the way through to Wiggett, and he just about saves it off Raymond.
One thing Melbourne Uni are quite good at doing is running in transition, and led by none other than one of the big men out there, not the biggest at this point, but Matt Power is very good at running in transition. And it not only gets him available for shots, but it opens up the floor for his teammates to also get open.
Power can't get the running hook to go there. Ball's tipped away and Fry will have it.
There's a lot of speed in this game already.
Going at Bigger. Looking to use his speed advantage. Wiggett pulls the 3, no good. Bigger gets the rebound. Wiggett collects it. Looks to settle down, get into something. Rejects the screen. Goes round to the other side. A nice move, and the fan club enjoyed that one.
Dion at his finest there.
Speed and transition from the Falcons, though. Raymond kicks across. Johnston McLeod. Fry nearly drops the ball out of bounds.
Another 3, and very unlucky not to get that one.
Bigger skies above to get the rebound. Kicks ahead to Bruin in transition. Quick pick and roll. Bruin pulls it, and that one's good.
I'd say Will Bruin is a lot like Lara Essex in what he offers the team. Quietly successful. I quite like it. Look, you can't underestimate him. I mean, he's not going to be the star of the show, but he doesn't need to be. He knows how to make good shots, and he knows what to do. So I think that's what's earned him a starting spot in the respect of Coach Sean King. And I think he'll just be quietly going about his business in the background of today, especially if Fed Uni come back. They'll look at Will to slow it down, bring some poise.
He's been very efficient this year. He's only taken the 11 shots in 5 games, but he's made 7 of them. But every team needs a 5th starter or guys off the bench.
Where are you in your team, Gunners?
I'm retired.
Yeah.
So we've got an 18-6 lead here for Melbourne. We'll take it away from my from my failed playing career.
Swerve.
For my failed playing career. It's a tough start for Federation Falcons offensively. What do they need to change here in this timeout to try and generate some
I think they could just,
scores?
if they are going to push in transition, then they need to get, I think, their big man's running up the floor, because the Melbourne Uni big man is getting down there early, and that stops a shorter guy from getting an easy shot. And otherwise, I think they could take a little bit longer throughout the shot clock and move the ball a little bit faster rather than one-on-one and then when getting stuck, kicking it out. So just a little bit more fluent on offense. We'll see what happens.
Well, we've got a couple of subs for Melbourne Uni as Avgerinos and Moore check into the game.
James has had a few good games recently, shooting very well and proving that he should be on the court. So look out for him today and see what he can come up with.
Well, the pick and roll generates open look, but Brune's help gets there just in time. Moore throws it up, hits the front of the rim, bounces right to Wiggett. He's looking for the lob to Bigger.
Oh, I hope someone got that on camera.
Well, Wiggett will go to the line, looking to add to his early 6 points. First one is
Not even
good.
the squawking bird calls of the Ballarat women's team could put Diana off there.
Falcons come the other way as Wiggett misses the second. Figa pulls up from behind the screen. That one's good. It's 19-9. Avgerinos with the ball. Bigger inside. This is a matchup.
It's nice.
Dribbles to the middle and turns and even shoots with the inside hand.
Yeah, I mean, he's not far off the ring there, so it'd be embarrassing for him if he didn't make it. Good defense there by Harvey Moore. Give me more of that, Harvey.
And we all collectively hang our heads in shame here as Raymond gets to the line for two.
Not sure what you're talking about. It's a classic line. Telling me you're not a Britney fan?
I can't say it was most of the music I listened to growing up. Raymond heads to the line looking to add to his 3 points. Shooting 77% from the line this year. First one's good. And the second one good as well. 10-point game. Melbourne 21. Federation 11. A spin move from Bigger. Too long. Thinks he was bumped. Wasn't. And here come the Falcons looking to get the ball ahead before Big can get back. Raymond rejects the screen, kicks out to the corner. Catch and shoot from Johnson McLeod. Can't get it to go. Wiggett collects the rebound, is stripped. And the Falcons bench is not a fan of that call. But it's going to remain Melbourne ball. Iglesias checks into the game for the first time for the Falcons. Charlie Cumberledge joins the fray for Melbourne. Avgerinos tries to wrap around the defender for Bigger.
It's a little bit too quick for Bigger there.
When you've got a guy of that size, you've got to let him have the time to establish himself wherever he wants it.
When he sets such a good pick like that too.
Here comes Figa for the high post entry.
They sure do love the high post entry in this team. Oh.
Offensive rebound. And the putback is good from McMahon. Yeah, the benefit of being having the same coach for both teams. Watch the first game. Scouts easy. Stolen. Bad pass by Moore. Iglesias. This
Charlie
is a layup under pressure.
Does enough to stop. Oh. And unfortunately, he fouls on the second attempt. It's probably not his fault there. His teammates, he made the attempt to run back and get the block and put the, well, not the block, but put the player off from making the layup, and his teammates weren't there to get the rebound. So Come on, Melbourne Uni. Do better than that.
And unfortunately, he can't transfer it to someone else, so he has to eat that foul. That's his first. We've got Fry at the line. First one isn't good. Bigger comes out of the game, and Matt Power returns.
Fred Uni did a good job of picking that pass off, and I think Melbourne Uni need to be careful with that ball. I mean, they're in no rush. I think they can wait for them to jump it and then get a good back cut, and that either creates space or an easy option under the ring.
It looks like this Federation Falcons team will be aggressive there and try and get out in transition. We've already seen quite a few transition plays, and we saw them earlier.
That's what we discussed pre-game.
So it's just a 7-point game now. Baptiste has checked in for the Falcons. Power in the pick and roll, but the flow offense continues. Wiggett gets into the middle, finds Cumberledge in the corner. Three's no good. Moore gets the rebound, fights for it, he gets it.
Shooter.
Settles into the three.
Off the... Oh.
No good. There's a foul called somewhere on the floor. It looks like it's going to go the way of Melbourne. Yeah, looks like Baptiste pushed pushed Wiggett, sorry, on the rebound. It's going to be Melbourne Uni ball. We've got about 90 seconds left here in this first quarter. Not quite executed that, but Wiggett goes to work. Stride stop. The easy layup muscles through the
Weight
defender.
room.
Wiggett's gym work paying off. The seal of approval.
Shout out to Ben and the HP gym. It's surely all his work.
Great contest by Matt Bauer.
And you see now, oh, that was a close one.
Yeah, almost. Wiggett goes through the defender. Yeah, blocking foul called. McMahon's not happy, but we agree with it over here. So Wiggett will shoot two, looking to get into double digits. Playing the role of Layla Davis in this team with the early scoring burst.
I'm not sure that, has Dion had a 30-piece yet this season?
He's averaging 17.5 points a game, but he's only played in the 2 games so far. So maybe today is the day for the big outburst. Here come the Falcons. Baptiste pings it back to Iglesias. Tipped by Wiggett. Yeah, it's going to remain a Falcons ball.
Oh, so much for Big Willie Amos with the lecture. He's looking over there, sitting on the bench.
Could have finished at 5. Who knows?
Oh, not dressed for the occasion. Oh, yeah, there was a fair bit of contact on that.
Yeah, Matt Power's going to pick up the foul on that one. That's his second. So McMahon's going to head to the line for 2. Drummond waiting to sub in for McMahon. Spud McNally looking like he may end up checking in for Matt Power after that second personal foul.
That will leave him a little short.
Well, here comes Wiggett. Good defense from McMahon, but Cumberledge eventually finds Wiggett. That flow to range.
Oh,
the flow to score again.
Isn't it?
He's been very efficient from inside the paint so far, and that's him up to 11 points in the game. Melbourne Uni up to 25 with an 11-point lead.
Well, Layla Davis had 14 in the first quarter, so he's a little behind.
Yeah, needs to.
Time.
He's got 1 possession left, probably, to score it. The turnover, he collects the rebound, goes behind the back, manages to keep it, and then wisely takes the ball out. Avgarinos back to Wiggett.
Let's see if the men's team can do better than the women's team in the last shot of the quarter.
Seem to be slightly... Oh, lovely move. The lefty layup goes. That's his 13th point of the quarter, sorry, and it's a 27-14 advantage for Melbourne University Black Angels against the Federation University Falcons at the end of that first 10 minutes of play. Pina, if you're Sean King with the Melbourne University side, what are you telling these boys here?
Give the ball to Dion. No, Dion is a very talented player, but I think he'll probably want a bit more movement offensively, and he might even want to hit the cutter. I mean, Matt Power is off now, but he was really running to the X on the court in transition, and no one was even giving him a look, I think. it might be beneficial if the ball can go inside and then back out again. Defensively, I think he'll want to cut down on the three-point shots. They should all be able to contest the three-point shot and then be good enough defensively to either contain or at least have some hedge and helping. But yeah, also cleaning up the D boards too, that he won't want the Fed Uni to have any second chance points on that.
The only guy in that Melbourne University rotation so far, Joshua McNally, he's the only one really without huge size for that position. So across 2 to 5, they've got a lot of size that they are trying to use their advantage, but certainly can do better. From a Federation Falcons point of view, they're basically being doubled up in score here and haven't been able to stop Dion Wiggett. What would you do to change things for the Falcons?
I might try to keep the ball out of Dion's hands as much as possible.
Might be a smart play.
He's pretty comfortable anywhere on the court with the ball in his hands, so maybe picking him up earlier in transition and forcing him to get uncomfortable, forcing his teammates to be able to find him through hard work.
So we've got about 20 seconds left of the quarter. The scoreboards are still working, but we seem to have lost our big screen in the corner of the gym, which we're relying on for our points.
But yeah, I'd say getting the ball out of Dion's hands and maybe like staying aggressive in their defense. I mean, they've gotten a few turnovers from being in the lanes, and I think yeah, they just need to keep doing that. And maybe if Dion gets it low, maybe an immediate double.
Yep.
And force one of the other players on their team to make a shot.
The Melbourne University Black Angels missing their leading scorer for the season, Lawson Amos. He's not playing today, but he's averaging 19.3 points a game and 4.3 assists per game, and both of those would put him top 5 in the UBL. So there's a lot of scoring and guard play that they're missing out on. We've mostly regained our scoreboard, but if we don't know how many points people are on, you'll have to forgive us. As you can see, it is Pride Week here in the UBL. So we've got Melbourne University in their coloured rainbow socks, just making the statement that basketball is a game for everyone, and they'll get the second quarter underway. Avgarinos finds Wiggett. Looks like a zone from the Falcons.
I'm not sure how that made it in there, but
Wiggett just seems to slide into the hoop. He doesn't get the layup to go. He's normally so efficient there, but again, danger signs for the Falcons that he was able to get in there.
That's a win for Fed Uni, and a nice shot. Oh, I thought it was a nice shot. It was a nice look, at least, and they've earned the foul on the rebound, so they'll retain the ball.
Looks like it's a foul on either bigger or more. Couldn't quite tell from this angle. It's either 16 or 17. Yep, Ellis Bigger picks up his second. Sean King making sure he's aware of it. Just out of bounds on that catch. 10 toes over the line, and it's going to be a Melbourne University ball. So it sounds like they're going to run their zone for one more play. No code words on that one. Just clear communication.
All I could hear was one more. I wasn't sure who was saying it.
Wiggett with the 3, doesn't get it to go.
It's a great box out there by number 5, who is
Baptiste. So we're having to look down at our sheets there because we've the scoreboard slowly coming back. Good contest from Moore. Looks like he might have got the block, but
see, Lachlan that's good Drummond from Fed Uni, but not good enough by Melbourne Uni.
Yeah, Lachlan Drummond getting the second chance points, and like you mentioned, Fina, in that quarter break, they've got to. Melbourne Uni have really got to make sure that when they force that first miss, they don't allow. Second one, Avgarinos with the 3. He's shooting 50% from 3 this year, but can't get that one to go. Looks like it's going to be a foul called on
Ellis Bigger. That will be his 3rd now. I think he's about to get subbed.
Yep. I thought it might have been more, but yeah, Bigger is the one who's going to be leaving the game.
It's unfortunate for him to be getting these fouls on the offensive end. Yeah,
and I think as a coach, it's quite annoying to have your players pick up the fouls that far away from the hoop.
Yeah.
You know, he's got so much size that. So the chant of defense, and then there's some replies of offense from the rest of the Falcons women's team. Solid defense from Avgarinos. A hard landing for Mackenzie, but it's 5v4. Wiggett tries to come through, he's stripped, and Mackenzie's still there. and he just needs to finish with the easy layup.
Oh, I thought he was going to miss that for a second.
I think everyone's heart was in their mouth there. Can't imagine the coach's heart rate's dropped, bobbling about, but cuts the deficit to 9. Spud McNally going to be checking back into the game for Melbourne Uni. As Melbourne just move the ball around the perimeter. Step back 3 for Moore, no good.
But who else other than
Big
Dion
ball
Wiggett
from
on the
Dion
boards?
Wiggett. The ball rolls around and then that one rolls in. Eventually gets the luck he deserves there.
He doesn't have to be the tallest on the team, but he does get up there.
He's a prolific rebounder. In his 2 games so far, he's collected 23 rebounds across offensive and defensive.
Captain for captain sub here with Dion Wiggett going off and Spud McNally coming back on.
And then Johnston McLeod returns for the Falcons. Raymond's left open in the corner, but Greenos gets back there. The swipe comes down. He's not happy with that call, but Raymond will head to the line for 2.
I would be either. It looked like he went for a swipe and missed everything.
It's been called a block by the referee, so unless we've missed some foot contact here, we had a tough angle on that one. But Raymond will get a chance to add to his points tally today.
Play better D, says Sean King, and I think that's a fair response.
Making sure the players taking responsibility.
Don't give him any excuse to call the foul.
And then chalks 1 extra up. We still don't have the full scoreboard returned yet. Big rebound by Figert.
He's doing well on the O boards, and it's definitely something that Melbourne Uni need to adjust on.
The zone is still in place, so maybe it wasn't one more possession. Maybe they lied to us. McNally has the ball. Gives it to Cumberledge. Cumberledge has enough space to launch the 3. Can't bank it in. And here come the Falcons in transition. Figert goes at McNally, but McNally's got some defensive speed. Doesn't have the size down there, though. Johnston McLeod, short, collects his own rebound. And then just a little tap down from Harvey Moore. And Sean King, he wants to chat through things here. He's not happy.
He's already on the court.
Yep. And there's that timeout coming. You know, a coach isn't particularly pleased when he's at the halfway line by the time the timeout's been called. And it's 29-21 to his side, but they've picked up 4 fouls in the first 2 minutes, 49 seconds of this
I mean,
quarter.
we know they're a good offensive team, but defensively, clearly they need to pick up their act. And in that occasion, they let the 3 ball go up, and it was contested late, but then they didn't box out the shooter, and he was able to get his own rebound, and that's just a big no-no. So that's something that they are within control and able to fix. Otherwise, they need to maybe just fight a little harder or recognize who the rebounders are, and if you are on them, make it your sole point to just box them out rather than attempt to get the ball yourself and then leave it up to your teammates to get it in.
Yeah, they've got plenty of sides where they can do both, and a lot of these guys have shown a lot of athletic ability to get after that ball.
Yeah.
So perhaps just a little bit more desire to get that done. And we'll see if they change anything coming out of this timeout break. There's going to be free throws here. It will be Johnston McLeod heading to the line. This is arguably about as small ball as Melbourne get. And they've still got plenty of size out there.
I mean, they could have Matt off, that would. Matt Power's back on the court now, but he might not look it, Will Broon, but he is very strong. Biggest muscles in the team, actually.
He's got long arms there on the ball, just about tips it to Power. Power somehow keeps hold of it.
And look at him run up the court now.
Now he goes.
Ready to go, ready to go.
Plenty of definition there. So here comes Avgarinos.
Oh.
Finds McNally in the corner, quick fire release. That 3's good. McNally with some form of MJ shrug. I'm not sure what that was about. But
maybe he was told not to shoot.
That's his, that might be his 3rd 3 of the game. Certainly not his first. The post move. Mackenzie using his head to keep.
Strong down there.
He's using his head to keep Cumberledge there. Normally pretty good defense by Cumberledge. Here comes a little bit of pressure from the Falcons. Broom hits Cumberledge out on the wing. The 3's no good. Mackenzie collects it. He gets the ball back from Figa, playing a little hot potato. Good hands.
Good defense there by James Avgarinos.
Avgarinos on the way down, stripping the ball, making sure that there was no open layup available. Charlie Cumberledge will come out, and Dion Wiggett, the leading scorer, I think, in the game so far. Having to use our memories now that we've lost our scoreboard.
Well, I think he had 13 points in the first quarter. I'm not sure how much he's added to it in this second quarter, but I know Spud will be on 11 points now with his third three there, or second three.
Another foul by Melbourne Uni. Matt Power being called for this one. That's his third. So foul trouble for the twin bigs of
Twin Towers.
And Power.
Gunners is looking at me like that was a funny joke, but I'm not really sure. Oof.
Very short.
Very indeed.
One shot left. It's an 8-point deficit for the Falcons, and based on the half-court offense, at least so far, they can't afford to be missing both when they get to the line, especially if Wiggett's going to go in transition like this. Finds Power. Power gets the finish. Wasn't expecting the pass.
Think he was, but if I was Power, I'd always been expecting the pass with someone like Dion Wiggett.
Great pass from Wiggett. A little bit of a flinch from Power, but he finishes with composure. Pass around the perimeter. Big block from Wiggett.
Oh, yet again, I'm in awe.
Seemed to come out of nowhere.
The athleticism on him. This couple of weeks off have definitely not slowed him down.
And a good tip by Bruin, but they can't keep the steal. The game of genetics isn't a fair one, is it?
Can't say I got that bunch of genetics.
Avgarinos contesting closely. Figa too long.
It's a great box out there by Will, and look at Matt Power go.
As you said, rim running. Avgarinos misses everything. Raymond throws it ahead. More transition scores. Well, we shouldn't assume after the earlier missed dunk, but Mackenzie makes sure of that one.
They're up in a press now, it seems, for Uni.
And that 2-2-1 pressure. Here comes Wiggett. Kicks out. Spud collects the ball by his feet. Can't get it to go, but Avgarinos collects the rebound. Finds Wiggett. Can't get it to go, but guess what? Gets his rebound. And then he's going to head to the line for two.
I think Matt Power, if I was Matt Power, I'd be getting a little bit frustrated right now. His teammates are not really looking into him, and I think that could be a really good option, at least, to draw some attention away from the perimeter and force some movement from the Fed Uni defense.
Yeah, Matt Power, who's averaging 8 points a game, but not really getting looked at here. Wiggett misses that.
Dion's struggling from the free throw line today.
And just on the season before today, he was only 4 of 10. So it makes amends there.
It's the opposite of
wants to prove us wrong.
Curse.
Poor transition defense after a score, but they get away with it. But you look across to Coach Sean King, and he's not happy with that. Wiggett goes baseline, spins the reverse layup and the foul. Wiggett is just standing out as the best player on the floor right now, and it doesn't even look close.
He makes it look very effortless there. I mean, in my head, I was thinking, what are you doing? Kick it out. But somehow the brute strength pushes through.
And that'll teach us.
Yeah.
A chance to make it.
Remind me to hit the gym later.
3-point play the old-fashioned way. As Wiggett puts us to shame.
Hey, I actually went to the gym before this, so he's only putting you to shame.
I don't want to talk about the gym.
I don't have that in Wales.
Well, many people do, but I was too busy commentating on basketball as they forced the travel.
That was good hedging by James Avgarinos there.
Just making sure they're trying to get into the details a bit more. Their defense has been a bit slack. They're on course to concede about 75 to 80 points here, and they need to sharpen up. Avgarinos sees the lane. There's not much space in the middle of the key with this zone. Power at the elbow, finds Bruin. Wiggett finds McNally. McNally's got one of the quickest releases in town.
He's worked very hard on that, and he knows that with his shorter stature that he can't rely on size, and with someone like Dion closing out to you, you need a quick release. Ethan Feigert there showing us how it's done.
Great play from Federation Falcons. Good pick and roll, hard screen. Sent Avgerino's flying, and great shot. Burns the closeout, looks for Wiggett, extra pass McNally. That quick catch and shoot, like you just mentioned, and that hard work is paying off. Spud McNally, yet another 3 from downtown. Not had the best shooting year, Spud McNally, but today he's really putting on a little bit of an exhibition from downtown. Looks like the Falcons have dropped back into man. Wiggett, spin move, kick out. Broom with the little pick and slip. Great seal. Can't get it to go. And Power manages to tip the ball off Austin McKenzie. Really good seal by Matt Power, just giving Will Bruin the space to sneak round the other side. Couldn't quite get the lefty layup to go. Wiggett will inbound.
Do we think Austin and Faith McKenzie are related by any chance?
Well, a couple of bigs operating out of the high post. Maybe it's something they've just been taught.
I mean, Ballarat is bigger than some may think, but what are the odds of that, do you say? Oh.
Just about tipped the pass. McNally collects it. Fires it out. Brune, hand in the face. Big rebound from Raymond. Good no call by the referee, asking for the rebounding foul, but absolutely correct to leave that one. Tipped out of bounds there. It's going to still be Falcons ball on the sideline. Rohan Evian's checking into the game. It's going to be a Falcons timeout. We'll have the ball in the front court with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. 2 minutes 34 remaining in this first half. Melbourne University 41, Federation Falcons 29. Some of the offensive play from Joshua McNally and Dion Wiggett today, Fina, has been unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's necessary. We can't just be relying on one player to do it all. And I think Spud being able to shoot from deep but also push the ball in transition really spreads the floor. And obviously Dion is a huge threat himself anywhere on the floor. So I think they're both crucial to the team's success, but I also think that they might get even better shots if their eyes were up a little earlier and looking to maybe the likes of Matt Power or even Will Bruin in transition, just getting that ball up and moving. They're likely to get the ball back at some point, but I think the ball needs to move through hands a little bit faster than it is right now. I think I hate when coaches say that, but a little bit too much dribbling happening right now. I think the ball could move a lot faster without the extra dribbles.
The Falcons doing a much better job of scoring in transition. They seem to be getting their hands on everything and going the other way. Probably would have been doing a slightly better job if not for that missed dunk. But we're back underway here. Good hands by Will Bruin. Looks like Melbourne have dropped into a zone.
I'm getting a sense of deja vu here. Don't know about you, but
just the same game being played twice. Welcome to Groundhog Day.
Layla looks a little different on this court, but she must have had a big protein shake in the break.
Yeah, there's a lot of that food doing wonders down at the spare room. As Falcons think that ball's come off Matt Power as he takes a bump to the arm, just shaking it off, but it's going to remain with Melbourne Uni. Melbourne Uni reigning UBL champs. So every team's coming for them. McNally drifts to the corner. 3 goes up. Off the front of the rim. Very high rebound. Figo skips it across the court to Raymond. Extra pass. Shovels it. Just about makes its way inside somehow. Looked like it came off about 3 people, but McMahon pops the ball in and it's back to a 10-point game. McNally searching for the gaps, but Falcons back into a zone. Very high pass. McNally finds Bruin. Little pockets of space, Power. And Grinos has got space. And he can't get the pull-up to go.
Really feeling for Matt Power today. He's doing a lot of hard work and not getting much of the ball.
It seems to be being ignored by his teammates a lot. So Raymond pulls the 3 in transition. Ulbroon again, the weak side rebound.
Now I think this is an opportunity to pull it out, which is what Captain Spud McNally's done.
Grinos can't get the float to go. Power still fighting for the rebound. The ball eventually ends up with Bruin. That's McNally.
Getting into him. Too late.
Took too long. Power thought he's being grabbed. They were trying to find him and couldn't there. Coach Sean King not happy.
I think not only were they looking for him inside finally, but I think the defense also knew they were looking inside. So they need to make it happen before the defense know it's coming.
It's basically been triple teamed by the time that ball arrived. McNally pulls it out. Game's into a bit of an attritional bit of warfare here. There's not much space. And down goes McMahon. Wiggett's going to pick up the offensive foul. Good positioning.
Fed Uni are doing a very good job of just taking up space in that key and forcing Melbourne Uni to play high. I think it's also looking pretty clogged in there between Will Bruin's player and Matt Power's player. I'd suggest they look like they're in a bit of a low action, but I'd suggest one of them scooting out and staying further away from the other because the 2 big men on them are taking up plenty of space with their wingspans combined.
Good zone play. Nice pick and roll. Can't get it to go. McMahon, really nice little pocket pass from Raymond, and looks like Wiggett's going to hold for the last shot here.
Now let's see what they can get.
And the women's game, Melbourne Uni struggled with their end of quarter execution. It's a lot of contact there. And it finally gets called, but being honest, it might be beneficial to the Falcons that the ball goes out, and there's only 2.4 seconds here.
I'll be putting Ellis Bigger on right now for a little bit of a catch and dunk.
Yeah, throw it up top and see if he can go get it.
Yeah.
So, a little flash. Will Bruin flashes, just can't get it to go. And at half time, the scoring slowed down a bit here at the Melbourne University Sports Centre. Melbourne 41, Federation University 31. Vina, just some quick thoughts on that first half for us?
I think it started with a very fast pace and then it really started to slow down, and I think Fed Uni just have more energy out there. They're really getting after the ball and they're really pushing it offensively too. So I think Melbourne Uni just need to lift their intensity, and if they can get it up in transition, they should do so, but otherwise they just need more movement. And I think the ball is being dribbled up the court, like that's not good. I think they need to get it up through passing and then get someone open off good movement.
Well, there we have it. We'll be back for the second half of this UBL clash in about 9 minutes' time. Out from Harvey Moore. So here comes Abdurinos. Finds McNally in the corner. Quick fire release. That three's good. So here comes Abdurinos. Finds McNally in the corner. Quick fire release. That three's good. Gets the ball back. Playing a little hot potato. Good hands.
Good defense there by James Abdurinos.
Very short.
Very indeed.
Abdurinos misses everything. Raymond throws it ahead. More transition scores. We shouldn't assume after the Abdurinos misses everything. Raymond throws it ahead. More transition scores. We shouldn't assume after the happy with that. Wiggett pulls up and Bigger. It's a big contest. All 6 for 8 of him, but Bigger trailing. They've got numbers. Pulls up the floater.
Oh, that's beautiful
good
work.
The high pass. Finds Power under the hoop.
Oh.
Power can't get it to go. Gets stripped. Runs on the floor. Dribbles it. Finds Bigger. He's in space again. The floater goes up again. Can't get it to go. Gets the rebound. Spin move. Lefty layup is good. Wiggett's pass from McNally, stolen by Figa.
Oh.
On the dunk. Pass from McNally, stolen by Figa.
Oh.
On the dunk. Figa also takes one after. So Figa's still out there. Raymond pulls up for 3. It's good. Pings it across to Wiggett. A little deflection on the way through to Wiggett, and he just about screen. Goes round to the other side. A nice move on the screen. Goes round to the other side. A nice move on the pick and roll. Bruin pulls it, and that one's good. Pick and roll, generous open look, but Bruin's help gets there just in time. Moore throws it up.
Oh.
Hits the front of the rim. Bounces right to Wiggett. He's looking for pick and roll, generous open look, but Bruin's help gets there just in time. Moore throws it up.
Oh.
Hits the front of the rim. Bounces right to Wiggett. He's looking for second. Figa pulls up from behind the screen. That one's good. It's 19-9.
Give me more of that, Harvey.
And we all collectively hang our heads in shame here as Raymond gets to the line for 2. Shoot from Johnson McLeod. Can't get it to go. Wiggett collects the rebound, is stripped. And the Falcons bench is not a fan of that call. Garinos tries to wrap around the defender. Defensive rebound. And the putback is good from McMahon. Yeah, the benefit of being having the same coach for both teams. The pressure
does enough to stop. Unfortunately.
3's no good. Moore gets the rebound, fights for it, he gets it.
Shooter.
Settles into the 3.
Off the. Oh.
No good.
Yeah. Oh. That was a close one.
Yeah, almost. Wiggett goes through the defender. Yeah, blocking foul called.
Yeah. Oh.
And welcome back to the Melbourne University Sports Centre. We've got just under a minute left until the second half begins here of this UBL Round 5 clash between Melbourne University and the Federation Falcons. Melbourne University up 41-31 at half time. An important game for both teams. Federation Falcons still searching for their first win of the UBL season, while reigning champions Melbourne looking to go 5-1. We've got our scoreboard back fully functioning, so I'll take you through the scores quickly. For Melbourne, it's been very much a 2-horse effort. There's McNally with 14, Wiggett with 19, and then 4 points each for Power and Bigger. The Federation Falcons have been more evenly spread. Mackenzie with 6, Fry with 1, Raymond with 6, Figa 11, Drummond 2, McMahon 4.
Is that what we're calling him,
Johnston,
Figa? Did you get a confirmation on that pronunciation?
No, I'm hoping I've got that correct.
Well, let's stay consistent because I said Figart before. So
I'm hoping that one of us.
Which number is he?
We got number 10. One of us has got to be right.
Probably call him over.
As the voice of Fiona Newton, the knowledge of all things basketball, she's going to check a pronunciation if she can.
Number 10. Number 10.
We'll see.
The last name.
I was correct.
Okay,
so
prove it.
Is that 2-0 me?
Prove it.
That's 2-0 me. We've had confirmation.
Wait, 2? Where was the other one from?
I've just decided.
Okay.
There must have been something earlier. Anyway, the Falcons will get us underway here in the second half. Melbourne straight back into the zone. A couple of bigs in foul trouble. They're both out there in Power and Bigger. Power just saves the ball in slow motion for going out of bounds. And here come Melbourne Uni looking to get the first score of the second half.
And none other than Dion Wiggett there.
And Drummond picks up the foul. Wiggett straight to the hoop, direct and aggressive in transition. Did you get any official news on why Wilson Amos is in street clothes for this game?
No, actually. I was met with silence, so Big Willie is off his game today.
He's keeping it a secret.
Yeah.
Wiggett fights through the the Falcon calls from the far side. He gets up to 20 points. Basically got half his team's output. Kenzie scoops the pass back to Raymond. Raymond, another skip pass. They're setting some good flare screens. Iglesias, 3 from Drummond. Cannons off the front rim, and here come Melbourne Uni. Inside to Bigger. Goes to work, goes to the left. Oh, they're not happy. Looked like it could have been all ball from McKenzie, but the referee deems he met him with the arms. Bigger will go to the line, looking to add to his 4 points. That's Bigger's first game for Melbourne Uni this year, all 6'8" of him. He just brings a different dimension to this Melbourne Uni
and he's
side.
only just coming back from injury, so he's not yet at his peak. No bird squawking puts him off.
We can just about hear them out the corner of our headphones, which means they must be a bit louder in real life, but he knocks down both of them. And it's a 13-point lead. Bigger plays an NBL one as well, so brings a lot of pedigree as well. Raymond down the middle. Tough finish for
Matt
Drummond.
Power does well there, and look at him, he's already off.
He's off and running, but Wiggett and Bigger are faster, and Brunn's faster.
Well, neither of them
speed.
got the rebound.
It's a lot of speed. Wiggett runs into a brick wall and can't get it to go. Brunn fires it out to Bigger. Goes off the bounce.
Oh,
nice little pass. And the ball just slips out of Power's hands. A really nice little inside drop-off pass. Raymond just holds it up for a second. Wiggett goes inside. Doesn't want to go up against Bigger. Iglesias drops in the rainbow 3. That thing came down with snow on it. But it's taking it down to a 10-point game. Set play in action here. Just trying to find for Wiggett, but McNally launches that quick fire shot. Raymond's off in transition, but
Spud's with him there.
McNally's got speed. Good hands from Brunn, thrown ahead by Bigger. Brunn pings it back to Wiggett, and they're tipped away. Sloppy in transition. Iglesias pulls up for 3. This time it doesn't go. McNally punches ahead to Wiggett. It looked like Fiegert wasn't even going to go for it, like he couldn't see it, but he eventually comes up with it. And this is not the world's greatest sequence of play.
Oh.
The over-the-head layup doesn't go from Drummond. Bigger barely gets the ball to Wiggett, and I'm struggling to understand what's going on here, but let's see if Wiggett settles things down.
I'm not sure I'm watching basketball right now. I'm a little speechless.
Yeah. Let's see if they can settle things down here. Brunn finds Bigger. They're looking for power, but Iglesias is really having an impact here. Raymond pulls the 3. That one's good. It's a 7-point game.
This has not been a good passage of play for either team, but especially not Melbourne Uni. I think they really need to look after the ball here. Like, there's plenty of time in this game. They just need to start to find some rhythm.
You've managed to jinx them there, but Matt Power goes to the hoop, dishes off to McNally. He steps back for the 3. And it's good. He seems to have gone make miss, make miss, make miss.
3 there by Spuddy.
Inconsistently
Not sure why he
consistent.
looks so upset about it, but
ball enters the high post. McKenzie at the high post. McNally comes up with it, finds Wiggett. Back to a 10-point lead. Power in transition. Good stop. Finds Brunn. Brunn for 3. No good.
that didn't go down, but that was actually a much better passage of play the way it went in. They rewarded Matt for running, and he got a good look outside, so can't be too unhappy with that.
Raymond wanted a foul call on that reverse layup. The referee giving that short shrift. They're just struggling to enter the ball into the post here. Good job defensively by the Falcons. McNally goes back door. Just about gets the ball to Wiggett. A short Power fighting for the rebound. Looks like he got the ball and then Raymond took it via his arms, but here come the Falcons. Brunn just can't get onto it. It's a high tempo passage of play. Behind the back pass.
Well read by Dion Wiggett there.
My goodness me, Fina. What's going on here? Power. There's the foul call. Looks like Drummond may have taken a hit to the face in the
It
process.
wasn't the prettiest play, but they finally got what we've been calling for, a dish into Matt Power down low.
He's basically been doing cardio for the last
yes.
20 minutes. Maybe these free throws can settle both teams down and give us.
He needs to take a big deep breath here.
Give us a little bit more solidity. We're seeing a lot of fast-paced action here, a lot of chaos and back and forth. And
I feel like I'm watching a youth league game.
can't imagine that either coach is particularly happy with it, but we know that Coach Sean King won't be. Matt Power 4 of 8 from the free throw line this year. So not a huge sample size. The first one misses.
Way to give him a confidence boost right before he shoots.
If he can hear me from here, he's got very good hearing. The cooing in the corner. Wiggett with the putback attempt, and he's fouled on it. His rebounding is incredible.
Superb, really.
McMahon picks up the foul on that attempt. First free throw for Wiggett is good. Sam Karinos gets ready to check into the game. Potentially for Wiggett. Iglesias in the corner, Raymond. Raymond misses the three. Power can't come up with it. Johnston McLeod eventually collects it. Kenzie again trying to flip it over his head. Raymond, how does he stay in bounds? Tipped away by Wiggett. Thrown ahead to Broome.
This will be a throwdown.
The fundamentals of the layup.
Broome just too classy. Just lets me down every time.
After seeing the missed dunk down there earlier, he's thinking no risks. That layup gets him on the board. He's just the 5th scorer today for Melbourne Uni, but they now have a 14-point lead. So Wiggett leads all scorers with 22. And he's having an impressive output. After that crazy passage of play there, Finn, I think crazy is a fair word. If you're Sean King, what are you saying in this timeout?
Slow the F-U-C-K down. I can almost guarantee those are the words coming out of his mouth.
He doesn't have much of a filter in a timeout, does he?
I really think they just need to chill and get the ball through hands. I think if you have an open layup, take it, and otherwise get the ball through hands, because I just think the ball takes longer. Again, this is something my childhood coach has said, but the ball takes longer to get up the court being dribbled than it does being passed. So they can still have poise by getting the ball up earlier, but they need to force the defense into moving and having to catch up rather than being able to be set and settled and relying on the likes of Dion or Matt or Spud to get a shot up. Dion is obviously a very good creator, but he doesn't need to have to create every single session down the court. So I think they should really look at getting the ball through hands, and then, you know, he can come off a screen or something like that, but with better spacing and better movement.
Both teams seem to be playing zone defense, both ends. So Falcons doing generally a better job of creating open looks, as demonstrated right there. Johnston McLeod with the three, and that is almost an absolutely classic zone offense.
Yeah.
A little pick and roll, ping it to the wing, ping it to the corner.
Fed Uni will definitely be happy with that out of a timeout. Sean King, not so much. And that's a great find there. And now if they can crash the boards.
Take it off each other. Oh, no.
It's the risk you take with the Twin Towers.
Both looking for that rebound and just unable to keep it. Another no-look pass.
Really liking those here.
Yeah, the show. Pinging it absolutely around the perimeter. And once that zone's been broken down, there's another three, and it's an 8-point game. Once that zone was broken down, they moved it, it felt like 8 to 10 times there very quickly.
I don't know if you heard me say before, but ball movement is key. Yeah. So I think Fed Uni are doing the right stuff. Melbourne Uni just need to take a leaf out of.
Well, and as you mentioned in the first half, a couple of contrasting styles as Wiggett just makes it back to a 10-point game. Contrasting styles, 2 bigs for Melbourne and both playing inside, whereas it looks a lot more like a 4-out, 1-in for the Falcons, and or even 5s. The 3 goes up. Really thought that one was going to go. Wiggett pings ahead, beautiful pass.
Perfect.
Power gets the layup to go.
That is exactly what we want, and that is very
It's a
distinct
QB1
of how
pass.
Matt Power can play, and well done to Dion Wiggett for having the heads-up play.
That was a QB1 pass, and Matt Power with the touchdown. It's good defensive rotation.
Not the player you want the ball in their hand.
But he's hit 2 threes. Raymond with the rebound. Making things happen is...
Even when you're in a zone, you need to find someone to box out, so...
Nathan Raymond with the 3. He's making things happen at the moment. Johnson McLeod can't get the layup. Wiggett finds Power running the floor again.
Very
Tough layup
good
under
work.
pressure.
But he can do it. That's what they need.
And as you mentioned, Fina, hitting the big man in transition, and he's showing why he should have been hit earlier. Great rotation, saves the ball, just doesn't save it, just out of bounds. Great defensive effort. McNally was ahead on the break, but Avgarino stepped out of bounds. And the ball goes out of bounds off McMahon. Figa checks back into the game for Mackenzie. High-low is the call. Wiggett with the floater. Bigger.
Yeah, Ellis has been called on his 4th foul there, I think.
It's a pretty straightforward one. Right in front of the referee, 2 hands on the back. You're going to struggle to argue with it. But that's his 4th. He's got to be careful because the sub's not coming. So he's got to make sure he doesn't pick up a 5th.
I think all of Ellis's fouls have been not like properly defensively, but on the offensive
they've all been 90 feet from the hoop.
Yeah.
Raymond splits, but he gets called for the travel first. Good aggressive move. He's not happy with it, but the referee's explaining it to him. And here comes Wiggett. Now he finds bigger Power inside. Through a lot of contact, can't come up with the rebound. Iglesias beats Wiggett. Viga back to Johnston McLeod. Owen Uni running with numbers. Wiggett, McNally.
I wasn't sure who that was going to at first.
How they ended up with a transition 3 there when they had 4 guys ready to dunk it. And now they're getting beaten in transition the other way. Yeah, Avgarinos gets hit with the flopping warning.
The refs sure do like that this afternoon.
I agree with that one. There's going to be a couple of shots here for McNally as he was adjudged to have been hit by an illegal block. And Bruin's going to check in for Bigger out before his 4 fouls gets him his name in big red lights up on that board.
Layla Davis knows that all too well.
In dramatic fashion, making sure the entire building knows that you have to remain sat down. McNally at the line.
Oh, you know what just occurred to me? That maybe they're making bird noises because they're the Falcons. Did you get that earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for sharing that. Okay, maybe they're not, though. That's a...
I thought it could be a good reason. We've got a couple of subs coming in for the Falcons. The Falcon noise is not working there as the free throws go down.
You didn't mention the Falcon earlier. It sounded more like a pigeon noise. I don't even know what does a falcon look like.
I know what it looks like. I couldn't tell you what it sounds like. I don't think it's that. Anyway, it's a 16-point lead for Melbourne. Foul called. Just the second team foul on Melbourne. They've tidied it up after that second quarter where it took them about 2.5 minutes to get into team fouls. They're doing a much better job. Yeah, and that's zone defense in this quarter. Just under 90 seconds left in the third. Raymond kicks out. Figa under a heavy contest from Joshua McNally. But
Figa doing a lot of work for his team here.
He's leading them with 14 points.
I'm struggling to see how they haven't won a game yet. Or is this their best game of the season?
Well, it's a big tip from Figa as he rotates along the back line. And it's 3v2. Funky footwork, but Fry. And it's back to 11. Melbourne can't seem to get their foot on the gas and really accelerate away from the Falcons. Extra pass, drive down the middle, kick back out. Wiggett puts it up.
Oh.
And here comes Raymond. Chance to get it into single figures. This pings across to Wiggett in the corner.
Oh, and yet again they don't box out on the three-point shooter.
Raymond going through McNally. Stolen away by Wiggett, and he's got one shot if he wants it. And it's going to remain.
It's lucky there. That probably wasn't the greatest shot choice.
Well, as we've seen today, it feels like Melbourne have had the last shot every single quarter, and there they rushed it in transition there.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they do here.
I hope they have some clock awareness right now.
I think it. Power at the elbow. Finds McNally, catch and shoot. Doesn't get it to go. Power comes up with the rebound. The little baby hook can't get it to go.
Oh!
Wiggett with the
and
athletic
one.
and one.
Woo.
Leveraging himself.
The Windex and the weight room.
The Windex and the weight room. Levering himself over the defender.
Let's see if he can put the ball through the hoop. He's been struggling from the free throw line. I'm sure the Falcons will have something to say. Oh, they were silent, and he must have been waiting for the Falcon noise.
Power trying to get the tip in.
Okay, let's run this play, Melbourne. We know what to do.
3 seconds left.
Spud, get her and dunk it.
Lovely play, cut back door. The alley-oop, the layup goes.
It's definitely not the player I was expecting the ball to be given to.
Almost
but we'll
relief
take it
from
nonetheless.
Fina Newton. It's 63-48 to the Melbourne University Black Angels, and we've got just 10 minutes left of play here in this round 5 UBL clash. Wiggett has 26 points now for Melbourne, and McNally has 19. Vigans got 14, but McLeod hit a couple of threes there. Raymond's on 9, so the Falcons are still hanging about. A little late burst there for Melbourne Uni has put them up 15, but the Falcons are still clinging on.
They're definitely still there, and I think they're a lot more evenly spread across their team. All but one person has not scored, so whereas for Melbourne Uni, they have a few more people who haven't scored, but the people that have scored have not scored as much as the likes of Dejan Wiggett and Josh McNally. So I think they need to stay careful. And I suppose if they can get to the free throw line, that's good. But at the same time, it's not ideal because we can't hit the free throws. So yeah, I think the same points I've made earlier in the game still apply, I think. But
rinse and repeat.
Yeah, rinse and repeat. That's a good one.
The Falcons giving up on average 102 points a game this year, but so far only on course to give up somewhere in the region of the mid-80s, which would be close to their lowest total. So defensively, they seem to be locked in a bit more, giving up a season high 119 earlier in the season in round 2 against Adelaide University. University of Melbourne looking to get themselves going a little bit here.
Yeah, and I think this will be a good test because Melbourne Uni are definitely likely to have a few more close matches ahead of them, and I think how they handle the end of this game will be telling for the future. So I think they really just need to keep their heads screwed on and not lose the structure and the game plan that Sean King has implemented.
Next week they take on the currently undefeated University of Sydney. So, a challenge like that, they do need to sharpen up here.
Battle of the best unis in in Australia, so they'll be out for blood, I'm sure.
It's a good start. Harvey Moore with the layup look, but just can't get it to go. But surprised they found that much space right in the middle of the zone. Yes, first, before they can even think about taking on University of Sydney, they've got to make sure they take care of the Falcons here. Big skip pass to the corner. Nice little crossover from Johnson McLeod. Finds Raymond inside.
Melbourne Uni could definitely learn a thing or two from Fed Uni's ball movement, I'd say. So
it seems to be almost like the one end of the court. Oh, nice move from Wiggett, can't get it to go. Harvey Moore comes up with it. Almost seems like one end of the court is bigger than the other. Avgarinos has missed that one short. Raymond pitches back, gets it back. And there's the three. And it's a 10-point game again. These Falcons are not going away. They're playing with that fire and desperation that Melbourne aren't playing with right now. And that is out of bounds near us, and that's a backcourt violation. Melbourne struggling to keep their head here. So rules clarification from Figa. He cuts back door, fakes the pass, and then airballs it short. After doing the hard work, Harvey Moore in the corner. This is left. McNally's onto it in a flash. Stop back to Wiggett. Wiggett puts up the 3.
Ooh.
The bank is open. He's got the mobile app. It's open 24/7. And he takes the lead to 13. And they really needed that. Again, the kick out from Raymond. Figa 1v1.
I was waiting for that. Oh.
Ooh, and so was Ethan Figa. Another 3, and again a 10-point game.
Minus 10 points for Figa because he's wearing black shoes and white socks. I'm embarrassed for him.
Fina Fashion Police Newton not happy with that outfit, but I think if he's putting the ball in the hoop, he can get away with it.
You would say that.
That and 1.
Good use of his body there, Raymond.
And good use of the body and the vocals. Really selling that one.
I'm not sure I'd say it's a good use, but
McNally,
it's a use, that's for sure.
McNally bumping from the side. And 1. Raymond with a chance. Wiggett's asking the same question. As Fina struggles to drink a bottle of water. We've got Raymond at the line to make it just a 7-point game. Misses the... But Power comes up with the rebound. Power's really battled on the boards today. Just excuse Fina while she has to deal with the situation. Nice little dump off from Harvey Moore. Matt Power with the layup. Matt Power's worked so hard today and got no rewards. Iglesias drives middle, goes at Power. The 3 goes up from McKenzie. Pass ahead from Moore. What a dime, but Wiggett just can't get their Power. Some good running, and it's 12 again. Just every time the Falcons get close, it's just a little 6-0 Melbourne run just to take it away again. Welcome back, Fina.
Thank you. Slayla Lavis not so slay in her filling up my drink bottle but not putting the lid back on properly when she handed it to me. So
with friends like that.
If you see me with some unfortunate water splatters on my pants, that is thanks to Layla Davis.
Another bucket from Wiggett. He's up to 31 from the game. So there's the 30 piece.
Oh, there you go, Slayla. Sorry about it.
That you were mentioning.
I'll have to test Dion with the water bottle filling skills. See how he
good
talk there by Matt Powell.
Yeah, nice lad. He's having a really good game. Oh, hand in the face, clock running down, no rhythm. Doesn't matter for Nathan Raymond.
Odds of him thinking he could beat Caitlin Clark 1-on-1.
I'll go ones.
Yeah.
Wiggett, reverse layup. His finishing under the rim has been generally superb across the whole season.
All right, 40 piece coming along.
Yeah, much needed as well. He's the real difference maker here. Iglesias pings it to the corner. Johnson McLeod. They're looking for the 3 first. Turns the corner. Can't get the layup to go.
Foul there.
Yeah, Moore gets away with it. Oh! The missed alley-oop. And it's going to remain with Melbourne ball as we both reacted. One of those ones where Coach Sean King's really hoping that was just a simple layup down the hoop. The crowd letting them know. Looks like a team warning being given on the Federation coach. And a technical foul.
Interesting.
Must have been continued to talk even despite.
Gonna need that ref to come over here and tell us what that was about. You reckon
TV
call him
review
over
into
here,
the.
Gunners?
So Swen McNally makes the first.
Oh, but he made it.
So But the whistle went before, so a bit of confusion here from the refs. So it looks like because the rules in the
Make it
Big
again,
V League are
Spuddy.
different.
Make it again, Spud.
The rules in the Big V are different to the UBL. It's confused the referees. Spud McNally making sure it doesn't matter.
Not sure what the...
So I think in the Big V it's 2, but UBL's
Just
played
getting extra
under...
shots up there, Spuddy. I don't know what he's complaining about.
So it was a free hit of a warm-up. I think in the UBL it's played under FIBA rules. Technical foul is just 1 and the ball exactly where.
Probably better for you with your international experience.
Yeah, they get confused in the Big V with all the different rules, but I'm getting there. But they keep the ball, 3 points, so it's a 14-point lead. The kick out, Harvey Moore for 3. Doesn't go. Matt Power, another rebound, a good pass.
Yes, Harvey.
Harvey Moore cuts to the hoop. Power with the dump off.
Harvey Norman, let's go.
Harvey Moore with the cut to the hoop. The right-handed weak hand finish, absorbs the contact, hits the deck, and
Dramatic
1.
effect, you know.
Yeah, making it look good for the cameras.
At least I hope he nails this.
Nice jinxing, Fina. And Iglesias is on the floor. But
it's the saying, only a poor workman blames his tools or something.
Yeah, not sure that applies.
Yes, it does.
Iglesias on the floor. Didn't get rid of the ball quick enough. It's going to be Falcons' ball with the jump ball, but I wonder if he could have got rid of the ball quicker and they could have gone in transition. Just a quick little cleaning of the floor break. If you're the Falcons here, Fina, what are you doing? Are you doing anything different to what you've done in the first 35 minutes? Are you changing anything up here?
Maybe defensively, send more than one person back for safety of a shot. And perhaps offensively, yeah, just get as much ball movement as possible, because when they do that, they look best. Maybe think more carefully about who they want the shots coming from.
Raymond drives, steps back. A tough look, hits the rim. Melbourne Uni in games where they've managed to sneak a win has generally been their transition offense, just like that.
Now that's excellent ball movement from Melbourne Uni and sort of proves my point about D-Trans from the Falcons. The 2 big men were back in their front court.
Yeah, it's been a game of when transition offense comes and when you manage to play any transition defense. The 3's long there from McKenzie after Moore nails one down the other end. Oh, nifty little pass fake and finish, and that's going to be a timeout Falcons. Avgarinos with the bucket.
Melbourne Uni showing just what a little run can do, and it was a 10-point game and now it's almost a 20-point game, so...
Yeah, something like a 20-5 run here for Melbourne Uni, just showing that championship class. I think you'd be slightly annoyed or worried if you're Sean King that it took until now and had to use a lot of transition, and against better teams or teams with better records, they will probably need to do a bit more in the half court.
Yeah, definitely, and I think what the game style they're playing now is what they probably should have started with. To get a lead out, and then they could have got a lot more through their offensive sets, and if necessary, Dion Wiggett could go to work. Nothing against Dion, obviously, he's an amazing player. But yeah, the rest of the team, they're just, for such a good, strong team, they're not quite looking as fluid together as they could be, and the Fed Uni Falcons are showing what happens when you are working together as a team, and it's kept them in the game. Unfortunately, they've probably out of it now, but yeah, I think they've had some really good passages of play. Not that one in the middle where both teams weren't looking for too good, but they've definitely had some really good passages of play, and I think they can take away a lot from that and continue to improve as the season progresses.
Well, both teams have had a lot of changes to their lineups over the course of the season. You think about the Melbourne Uni team, how many boys are in and out every week? We've got Wilson Amos and Kaya going out on the sideline. We haven't had Ellis Bigger at all. You know, I can't imagine that is particularly helpful for developing that chemistry.
Not to mention it's a very different team to last year, and some key pieces like the likes of Joel Rhymes, who's up in the stands, if you can see him, and not in the team anymore. I mean, it takes away a big piece of what the players are used to, and I think the only returning players are Spud McNally, Will Broon, Charlie Cumberledge, and Kai Gunno and Dion Wiggett. So that does sound like a few people.
That's
but
about half. That's about half.
Okay, but they haven't played all the games. Like, Dion missed the last 2. Kai's obviously not playing today.
Well, you know, 5 or 6 new pieces is still quite a lot to put in as Wiggett defends, but Wiggett knocks down the 3. They're not giving up yet. They did on that defensive stand.
Some good balance there by Avgarinos and a great dish.
Nice little play. McNally delighted with that one. Nice little drive and dish for Power, and Power's starting to get the rewards that we think he's deserved.
We do.
Raymond playing a bit like Steph Curry here, flying in and out, looking for the 3-pointers.
You know what? There's nothing more frustrating as a guard coming off a screen and your big just hovering as if they're the type of big that pops and shoots. Just bloody roll to the basket.
Shooting bigs, how dare they?
Yeah. Know your role. I'll set the screen and roll if I have to.
McNally kicks out. Wiggett can get the 3 to go. More looking to tap it to Power, can't.
This is where Melbourne Uni need to get back in defense and communicate. So Matt Power there didn't. I mean, it's worked out in the end, but if you're the big person running down, you need to be able to communicate with your guards as to where they should go.
Yeah, the Falcons keep running to the deep corner as well. Looks like an out of bounds there. The Falcons running all the way to the corner. You have got to make sure you are right on it with transition defense. They're going to need some scores in a hurry here, Falcons. Looks like they're running out of time a little bit. As Bigger comes back into the game, Matt Power takes a rest. Maybe called upon again. As Bigger checks in with 4 fouls. Hoping just to find some rhythm in the last 3 minutes and get used to... There we go. Spud McNally finds him. Tries to work his way through the contact. Can't. Misses everything. And the Falcons come the other way. Just be a good 3 minutes for Ellis Bigger for the sake of Melbourne University to find some rhythm and find his pockets and where his teammates like to operate. Raymond with the 3, misses it, chases it, almost gets the board, but Harvey Moore holds on.
3 on 1 here.
Sort of
well played by James Avgarinos there.
Avgarinos with a double clutch finish through, and it's a 25-point lead.
Good defense there by Dion.
Yep. How has he kept that ball? McKenzie crosses over, and then the and 1. Wow. And a very unusual highlight. On the floor, crossing over.
Give him the too small, mate. Dion smiles.
Sometimes there's not much you can do. We've got a trio of subs coming into the game. Will Broom returns, Charlie Cumberledge returns, and
Ken Liu gets his first minutes of the game.
Checking in. The last time he checked in, he did try and give the crowd a little show, so we'll see what happens here. And then the bench also clearing in for Federation once the free throws have been shot. Just our resident towel man, Jordan Allen, just getting involved.
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Fry and Iglesias check back into the game. McKenzie.
Subs are being made, I think this means.
Yeah, I think we can think of this contest as the final result as wrote, and then we'll see how these guys get on. Still important in these last 2.5 minutes for these players to still try and do exactly what their coaches are asking, to fight for those extra minutes of playing time.
100%.
It's out Harvey Moore, puts up the 3. No good. As Bigger comes up with the rebound. The lefty hook doesn't go. Chases the ball over the top. Can't get that one to go. Does get the last one to go over the top of Evians. And it's a lot of hard work for Ellis Bigger there, but he got his rewards. Figa, the ball's tapped away by Moore. Remain with the Falcons. Just under 2 minutes left.
Depth is really important in this league, so I think it's important that these boys stay locked in and continue to fight till the very end to make sure that they're ready, because you never know what happens with people's availability and injuries as such. You know, most of these, I know for a fact all of these players are playing outside of this competition as well, and so it's really important that, I almost went in, that they are are ready to step in case one of their teammates has to step out.
And a shot clock violation there. You know, we saw it in the women's game earlier. Foul trouble could lead to random players needing to be on court towards the end of a game. Didn't quite get there, but it was close. Ken from downtown doesn't get it to go. It's tipped out of bounds. And that will be a Falcons ball. We've got 1 minute 16 left here. Melbourne 91, Federation Falcons 67. It looks like a blowout, but this game
really hasn't been. No.
I don't think the scoreline necessarily reflects the Falcons' efforts.
I think Fed Falcons can be pretty happy with their performance today, considering they're yet to win a game this season, and they've really taken it to one of the top teams in the competition.
And also a push-off foul there called on Evans. The referee just forgetting that we changed ends at half-time. So we've got a minute left here. Melbourne just looking to finish strong. Again, important for the team's momentum. Make sure you play your final offenses and defenses as hard as you can.
Oh.
Straight through Harvey Moore there.
My old coach used to say you got to think one thing at a time. If you think about what you're going to do before you catch the ball, you might not even catch the ball.
And he said something to Harvey Moore there. He's on the ball now. Will Bruin mopping up on help. They didn't quite nail the pick and roll coverage, but when Will Bruin's back there, and just as I'm praising him, he throws it behind the back, out of bounds.
Way to curse him.
Yeah, I'll stop trying to be nice now. And the Falcons clear away. Still look.
Oh, lovely shot there.
Nice three, Johnston McLeod. I think that might be his third three of the game. We're just looking to crack the 70 mark. Again, finds bigger. I thought it was clean, but there was a lot of body at the back. Two referees calling it, so it's tough to disagree with that one.
Pity.
I thought we were going to get a nice highlight.
I saw Ellis throwing him down in the warm-up, so I would have liked to see a real one.
He might still get time here. His head was getting pretty close to the rim.
I'd love to see a missed free throw and he catches it and throws it down.
Okay, if you can, you've got a second to put that request in.
Ellis.
The Falcon calls, don't put him off. Still a 22-point lead. We'll see if they look to go and score going back the other way. They need to get a stop first. Nice little spin move from Figa, and they do have time. They do need to go shoot, otherwise it will be a turnover. So we'll see how this...
Figa taking his tally up to 20. Not quite Dion level, but he's showing he can do similar things.
Cumberledge, just pull up, doesn't get it to go. And Spiga gets the putback, and then he's so athletic and all he can just go and interrupt his own shot. No basket. So he knocked the ball away, but offensive interference hitting the rim while the ball's up there. So Falcons have got the ball for the last 9 seconds. We'll look to see if they take a shot. Looks like they're just going to dribble it out.
I hate it when they do this, but whatever. It's what we were talking about before. Percentage matters.
Just too late. Really good. Final score, Melbourne University 92. The Federation University Falcons 72. That takes Melbourne University to 5-1. Really important in trying to secure that as high a playoff seeding as possible. The Federation Falcons slipped to Norton 6, a 20-point deficit, Fina, but not really a 20-point game.
No, definitely not. I think, like I said before, there were some really good passages of play, and for them to take it to one of the top teams and the reigning champs, Melbourne Uni, like that, I think that they should take a lot of confidence out of this game, and they look promising. And I'm not sure how their team looks this year in comparison to last year, but if they are a new team and they're just learning how to play with each other, I think there's definitely good things in their future, and I think they're on their way to getting a win for the season, and it may be too late to make playoffs, but there's still plenty to play for.
Well, thank you very much for joining us today. Join us on Monday where we have another double header, where it's the big one. We've got the University of Sydney coming to the Melbourne University Sports Centre. The women will tip off at 4 p.m. and the men will tip off at 6 p.m. Thank you for joining us. I've been Tom Guntrip alongside Fina Newton, and we'll catch you guys next time.
See you guys.
good. Pings it across the wicket. A little deflection on the way through to wicket. Just about screen. Goes round to the other side. A nice move on the screen. Goes round to the other side. A nice move on the pick and roll. Pulls it, and that one's good. Pick and roll generates open look, but Brune's help gets there just in time. Or throws it up, hits the front of the rim, bounces right to wicket. He's looking for pick and roll generates open look, but Brune's help gets there just in time. Or throws it up, hits the front of the rim, bounces right to wicket. He's looking for a second. Vega pulls up from behind the screen. That one's good. It's 19-9.
Give me more of that, Harvey.
And we will collectively